start the stream.
Alright, and I am live. At
live.
2 fucking a.m.
Hey.
I wonder why that is, Weeby.
Fuck off, bro.
Maybe someone had Discord open in a fucking browser.
Shut the fuck up.
Looks like a normal thumbnail to me, Foot. I don't know what you're talking about. Is this me being myself? Doing my stride?
Chance to meet.
Shut the fuck up, Lanny. Oh, well, I gotta re-stream my shit to you, don't I?
Fox.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec to accept that. I'm doing my title real quick.
Fuck, we actually might have to get into a call. I don't know if I can...
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I can.
Damn, so
yeah. This one. Hell yeah. Can you see that? Can you see that? Raz, what's going on, big dog? Guys, welcome to the
Phantom
late night
Menace.
hangout. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, all this shit is so loud. Scott Stash, help me
Fellas.
mute. Fellas! Okay. He doesn't like Five Below.
He doesn't like Five Below.
Yeah, I know. Who the fuck doesn't like Five Below, for one? Like, are you fucking stupid?
That's my store right there, bro.
Like,
Up until they made everything like $8.
I mean, yeah, like, it's definitely a lie, but it's a pretty nice lie, I guess. I don't know.
It's a pretty good lie.
Chillin', how was your day today? My day was pretty great. I cannot complain. Ethan, what's going on, big dog? How we doing, baby? Yeah, guys, we were gonna start this a little bit earlier, and before I even planned on doing this, we were gonna do Dead by Daylight, but had a couple of issues, and so what the fuck is this? It looks fucking crazy. Why not? Man, all of my recommended is kind of this Attack on Titan and other random shit. We could watch some King of the Hill. Your first, and you got the first crown on XP. Hell yeah, Raz. Good for you, man. Oh shit. Looks like Raz is getting banned by Ethan. What a shame. Man, I can't wait for Fantastic Four to come out. Weepy, are you still there? Is this bitch fucking gone?
Oh, somehow. Oh, no, I'm still here. Yeah, I forgot. I have a keybind on Discord, and
Yeah?
I keep forgetting it's the 0 on my
What a
on my
fucking
keyboard.
moron.
And I typed in my hashtags the letter 0. Number
Ooh,
0.
another Chowder soundtrack. Have I heard this one yet? I don't see myself using this one. Guys, anybody that hasn't checked out the... Yo, Phoenix, what's going on, dude? You should watch Lucius gameplay. Lucius, like the evil devil kid? Like, the shit that PewDiePie used to play back in the day?
Army Boy won't.
Dude, I watched
W
PewDiePie play
webcam.
the fuck out of Lucius
Thank
back
you.
in the day. Wait a minute, Phoenix, because you just gave me like a blast from the past.
Before we check this out, do you mind going on my stream real quick and checking out my thing?
Yeah, hold that thought, because I used to literally watch the fuck out of this series. What the fuck? Where does thumbnails go?
Did he ever have thumbnails on these videos?
Dude, no,
'Cause I don't remember-
PewDiePie literally had like an awesome thumbnail on his part 1 for Lucius. Wait a minute, because what's fucking happening right now?
What the fuck?
Because I remember it. It was literally like PewDiePie with devil horns. Why'd they get deleted? Phoenix, what happened? What happened to all of Pew's thumbnails?
Phoenix, spill some tea there, brother. What happened?
Oh, you don't know? Because it's like a bunch of different... Actually, no, it might just be Lucius. And Lucius 2, for whatever reason.
The fuck?
I forgot there even was a Lucius 2. That shit was kind of ass. Lucius 1, top tier. Lucius 1... actually, it's so funny you bring this up, Phoenix. Because I was actually considering playing this game. I had thought about it the other day. Let me see if I can find one of his thumbnails.
Sound like you would have an insane kink. Army boy, the fuck does that mean? But welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone's having a fantastic night so far.
You missed the old PewDiePie. Yeah, here it is. It was this. It was literally this. This was number 1.
Oh
yeah.
Shit, that's for damn, for like a 2012 thumbnail. That's actually kind of dope. Fuck.
I guess I wouldn't call it that, but
I mean, for the time
like,
being,
literally almost 15 years ago, and they're all gone for whatever fucking reason. We're gonna watch part 1 of his Lucius playthrough. Actually, we're gonna do that.
what just said? You telling me I waited 3.5 hours for this?
Fucking leave. I don't give a shit.
We having fun? We chilling? How we doing, ladies and gents? Welcome to the stream. Fearless Shooter, welcome. Jasmine Films, Quady, welcome. How we doing? Any advice hanging out with a girl on Monday? And just be yourself. Be yourself. Be funny. You know, don't try to be
How
weird
is
with
it going,
anything.
bros? It's PewDiePie! It's PewDiePie!
I fucking love his old fucking thumb.
How's it going, bro? My name is PewDiePie.
Oh!
Game made by Shiver Games. It was announced a couple of years ago.
Cinema!
And after that, we didn't really hear much about it. We haven't seen much gameplay. We haven't, like I said, heard much about it at all, which is actually a good thing about horror games, but we don't really see that many new horror game titles these days that are actually interesting.
Jacksepticeye. Early Jacksepticeye was like
really
peak.
excited to play
I
this
loved
game.
Jack back in the day.
I like I said, I don't know if it'll actually be scary. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I know
It's
you
not
play
scary.
as Lucius.
Welcome,
Lucius, the
E-Man.
son
How
of
you doing,
Satan.
bro?
Which is a really
E-Man,
cool
hi,
concept.
baby.
Some of the
Bro.
pictures that I've seen seem really awesome.
WCAM,
so
thank you, bro. I
I think
appreciate
this
it.
would be pretty freaking.
Oh yeah, let me
amazing.
check your shit.
Have you ever
movie.
seen
I
the
forgot
movie
all about that.
Lucius? I
You
think
check
there's
it
a movie
on the
called Lucius.
the thing.
It's pretty creepy. I think that he's.
Hold up, guys. I forgot the. Weepy wanted to show me the new thing on his stream, and I forgot to take a
All
peek.
good, bro. I don't know if I would keep this or not, but we'll definitely bring it back. Scroll down a little. There you go. Just click
this
one of
one?
those two. This or not, but
What am I looking at?
definitely bring it. The webcam.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You're so fucking stupid,
Bro, it's fucking amazing, bro.
bro. You were like on the rise of becoming a VTuber right now.
Bro. Fuck no, this is as far as I'm gonna go.
You were literally like so close.
Maybe every stream I would change the background.
Yeah, you're just moving around a lot. E-Man, what's going on, baby? So good to see
born
you.
out of, like,
Glad
a
you like the
goat or some
thumbnail.
shit like that, because no
You're good,
human
bro.
body
Rosie.
can contain such
On to
evil.
the stream, ladies and gents. This is absolute goated,
I don't
bro.
know
Thank
how
you.
this follows up with the movie.
He's so young, bro.
Popeye se está poniendo
Fuck off!
Ah! Actually, these are pretty good. I'm not gonna.
I don't give
lie.
a shit. They can suck my dick right now. I don't want to look at Popeyes.
I don't know who this is right now, but it looks like we're on a character. There's a
Yeah.
birthday party, for sure.
This is
Do
us
we have
learning
some
how to be
evil
funny.
prank planned for this? No, we're a bit too tall for.
It's time to blow out the candles. Remember to make a wish, honey.
Why the
fucking
fuck does he look like that?
Is that
Very
Kent's voice?
good.
That's literally Logan when he was a kid.
Happy birthday, son.
Why don't I hear that?
Happy
Did you see
birthday,
that, Dad?
son.
Man, they grow up fast.
Unknown user, thank you for
I bet you
subscribing,
can
Big
remember
Dog.
my
Much
6th
love,
birthday
much
like it was
love.
yesterday.
Laggy gamer, what's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Mary,
E-Man is
could
alive
you please
and
clean
not
up?
dead, that's a
Lucius can
fact.
help you with the dishes. He can stay up
to
later this
finish the rest
evening
of
to play
GTA
with his
San
new
Andreas.
toys,
Nice,
but
Rez.
in bed no later than 10.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
I like how the characters
Yes,
look, but
ma'am.
The voice acting is a little off in my opinion. Blah blah blah. Later that evening, what will Lucius do? He will play with the toys until 12 instead. She looks really fucked up.
She's just on heroin.
What is gonna happen? Oh, what is he gonna do?
Why does he
doesn't
look
look
like that?
evil.
Oh my
Never
god.
mind.
He looks like a young Hitler, bro.
He does-
Okay. What is gonna happen?
Nah, young Hitler
I
would
don't
still
know.
have the mustache.
He would. Yo, remember
What is-
that game?
yes, cooking up
I,
something bad
I
for the
forgot
maid.
Who I watched played it, but oh my lord, it was one of my favorite games.
Alright. It's
How
still
you
a
gonna tell me
cutscene.
you remember
Oh,
the game? if
is
you
that the
don't know
devil?
game?
It is the devil.
Yo, I forgot
He
his
frozen
dad was the
time.
literal devil,
Fuck.
and he talks to you and
It's
shit.
Papa. Well,
Dude.
what?
This game is actually so much cooler than I remember.
What?
I remember, like, if you shine, like,
So
a
he's-
flashlight on
so
his
he's
dad
helping
while he's
us.
talking, his shadow has, like, devil horns.
Wow. This is
Oh, it's
cool.
fucking dope.
It's
Press
so
space
fucking cool.
to
Like, this
start
game
the
was awesome.
Introduction.
So,
Honey.
did you ever watch this, Weepy?
Yay.
I did. I
Tutorial.
remember because there was
Everyone
one
loves that,
where
don't they?
isn't there a
Currently
part
selected
where he
skill.
goes in
have
while the
skills to
maid is
fuck
getting
with people.
fucked or something?
Yeah!
And, like, he gets in
yeah!
trouble for it or some shit?
Yeah! Yeah! It was so
Like-
great. It was that's one of the
Tell me
best
how to-
scenes in the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
Current power lever. Alright.
Never.
Oh,
Never.
okay, that's it. Use mouse.
What game
Oh,
is this?
no,
This is
really?
Lucius.
Oh no, is that
Lucius.
how I walk? Pick up the pad.
Alright,
PewDiePie
E-Man, sounds good,
gameplay.
baby.
Mouse.
Lucius finna do some demonic shit. No, literally.
Alright.
His powers get fucking crazy by the end of the
Holster on
game.
holster item by pressing.
Oh, you were. Oh, my bad, pizza. My bad, pizza.
Pizza
Alright.
roll?
Close doors.
Not for
by
this,
pointing at
Rez, but I
Lock the
appreciate you wanting to
freezer.
hang. We really just do these, me and Weepy.
Oh, never mind. Alright, close. Alright.
Why is the light you're jacking
by
off?
pressing
Because that's the point there.
Stop. Oh, okay. Okay, I got that. The freezer's not cold enough. God damn it! My genius plan is now.
Oh shit, I forgot you padlocked her ass in the freezer.
That's so evil.
Ethan, what do you mean the
He's gonna get a
incident?
cold.
What incident?
Oh,
Just fans,
slow,
fans,
slow,
fans.
motion
Table.
things.
You're under the table,
I don't know.
pizza. What the fuck?
It's a little cool, but I don't know. Fresh first blood. I'm gonna love this game.
Fucking noise, bro. What the fuck?
We can fuck with people. Fuck yeah.
We can
Fuck
with
yeah.
people.
Yeah, I'd be losing my
Slow
shit if I was
dramatic.
that lady.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They lock people up.
But
in
if you're
freezers
doing
and
that,
then
it's
walk
impressive and
away.
disgusting at the same
Then
time.
they put on their pajamas and go.
My
to
bad,
bed.
Phoenix. Good idea.
I love how his expression doesn't change.
But get
It's
off
fucking
the-
creepy, man.
Oh, let
Get
me
off
turn up
your,
the quality too.
Steam.
Bro, why are you so evil?
Bro, the
man?
max is 720p. That's bananas.
That has been
So long ago.
What is, see what
It's a
is happening?
bird. Look at those nice little pajamas he's got. Those are so stylish.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh,
What is he doing now?
fuck! You better go see an eye
That
doctor.
looks fucking creepy.
You
I
also did
wouldn't
like
wanna have
a
that
hour
fucking
45
con.
minute stream on Red Dead today. Nice, man. How'd I do?
You know
Nah,
what?
I feel old as
If I
fuck,
find
Fenix.
a dog rocking with
Bro,
some necklaces
my
in,
brother in Christ. I'm about to buy YouTube Premium
you
on
know
stream.
YouTube Premium.
This is
Get
so
free
bad.
autograph coverage when you direct deposit at least $300 each month.
Literally, fuck.
When you shop in the
Oh
Safeway
my
app, you can count on
gosh!
prices that are the same
Fuck
online
off!
as
Am
they
I
are in
watching
stores.
cable? Dude,
Alright, what?
get the fuck
Oh
out.
no,
Oh
she died.
my god.
I'm a murderer.
Alright, you can skip
I'm a
this one. You can
murderer
skip this one.
When she keeps sucking.
No, she's probably just sleeping. I bet if I
Iconic
poke her, she's
MM2,
fine.
welcome to the
On
stream.
Facebook.
You feel young as fuck? Well, good for you,
Hypnotic,
Ethan,
hypnotic,
you bitch.
hypnotic.
Okay. This is an epic intro. Please let me.
Aiden, welcome to the stream. How you doing
Alright.
today?
Don't disappoint me, Lucius.
Is this a Roblox YouTuber? Psych Amber.
Alright, what do we got? Dun,
Amber
dun,
Sweet. No, fuck.
Uh huh.
This
Fuck
all
Roblox.
started years back.
This
With the
all
arrival
started
of a new
years
life.
back.
With me being born in 1972.
Yo, Alistair's the butler. He literally gets an icicle stabbed in his
And there
forehead.
were outward ambitions and hidden histories in that house.
Okay. Well,
I
if you have
tried
it.
to help.
Jovita.
I should
You're
not
doing
have
pretty good,
become so
Aiden. Thank you for
involved.
asking.
Jovita.
Ah, sounds mysterious.
How these things unfold when we are
Tom.
thrust on the scene.
Why does Tom look so
I
fucking
can't account
stupid?
for it all.
Looks like a
I feel like we're
potato.
watching a movie here, actually.
For my part in these events, I waive responsibility.
Yo, this is Detective McMuffin.
But it's there. It's a mark. A
Detective
mark I
McMuff.
should
For
have
sure.
noticed.
I think you bros will love this, if that's the case.
At its source. At the center of it all.
Fabius.
God help us all.
Boy.
The boy. Okay. I'm totally digging this so far. Lucia.
Lucia.
Yes.
How long is this part 1? Oh yeah, it's not too bad.
I just hope it's scary. It's supposed to be very atmospheric.
OG Dragon Ball's
Walking
ass in
through,
hindsight. What the
environments
fuck
and stuff
even?
Like that. But who knows? What the fuck is
Yo,
that?
these scenes go so hard.
That does not make sense.
That does not
Wake
make
up in
sense.
the morning, not giving a single
Fucking
fuck.
list was funny.
Yeah, yo, this is where he started doing
Oh, my
that.
pajamas already?
Wake
Oh,
up
it's
in the
devil
morning,
again.
not giving a
Alright, what do
single
you want,
fuck.
Papa?
He did that at the beginning of like every single one of these.
Face to face.
Face
So yeah, you
to
get a
face,
flashlight
Papa.
eventually, and you can like shine it on him, and you see like
I
horns
don't know
growing
what-
out of his fucking head. It's cool.
Don't you?
Yes, I know
I've
you're.
come to speak to you about your calling, my boy. Each offering you bring me will make you big and mighty.
Make your dick all
Alright,
big
tell
and
me more.
mighty.
It's a simple thing to do, Lucius. You can influence your future and become a master.
there it is.
Oh, is he gonna do it right now? That would go crazy. I was just talking about this, PewDiePie.
But oh, so
There's no fucking batteries in it,
Yes.
I bet.
much ahead.
Okay,
I have some things for the birthday boy
thank you.
on the desk.
It's for the birthday boy.
Thank you.
Beautiful. But...
An adorable teddy bear notebook.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna lie, your daddy material. Thank you, Army boy.
What the
Kinda
fuck?
fixed it. Oh no! Somebody let me out.
Say
That's
it.
very
What's going on,
stupid.
baby girl? So good to
Thing.
see you.
That's creepy. It's almost 10 o'clock. Get ready. Oh, okay. Mary has frozen to death. I should get the padlock back so no one will suspect. that it was
Mary
me.
is frozen to
Hollister
death.
your notebook by
Yo,
pressing
fuck
the
this
mouse.
kid, man.
And look, a flashlight.
Yeah, I already
A
got it.
flashlight.
That's right.
Night.
You're so evil.
Pick up your new toys and see how they work.
C-types.
There we go. Thank you.
Alright, are you gonna shine the
Put
flashlight
batteries
on your
inside the
dad?
flashlight by pressing mouse 2 on the batteries. and then
Ethan,
pressing
shut the
mouse.
fuck up. Don't say that.
Oh, okay, so I don't use the mouse here. Oh wait, that's really weird.
Oh,
Alright, combine. That's a bit weird.
You should have dropped a like, ladies and gents.
Honestly.
King Science, welcome to the stream. Hello, how you doing?
It is
Guys, be sure to
important
drop a
that you
like. We are
unlock
2 subs away from 7,000.
Woo!
Yes, I know, Father.
You left the lock on the freezer door.
I know,
know.
Father.
And hide it where nobody can find it. Otherwise,
Wasn't
they will
his
discover
his
you.
room like a kitchen
Oh,
too
that would
at
not
the
be good.
time?
What?
Huh? What?
You wouldn't want that to happen. Go now. Get the padlock before the adults wake up.
Yeah.
Okay, Papa.
I think we're gonna take a break from Lucius. I don't know, something about the devil just telling a kid to do a bunch of shit. This goes pretty hard. Look, here's the thumbnail.
Yes, Papa.
I can see the thumbnail here.
Maybe it was just a little glitch in with this shit.
Can I see part 3's thumbnail?
Zero
Yeah,
sugar.
bro, here's that scene you were talking about.
Oh, there it is. There
That's
it is.
So all the thumbnails you can see in the preview. It's really weird. That was a very odd glitch. Did you hear about all this shit with Pirate Software, dude?
Yes.
It's fucking wild. I used to love him. He was so cool. Well, I can't watch any Breaking Bad videos because you haven't fucking watched the show yet.
Look at that thumbnail right there. Let's hang out live.
That's some dog shit. Whose dumbass channel is that?
Hey, fuck you. I have your name in my title, bitch. You don't got mine. Fuck.
I like how the Lucius 2 Part 1 thumbnail is so much worse. I don't know. Debatable, I guess. It's different than the first one. Yeah, look at that awesome thumbnail. See, that's what you should strive to be like.
Fuck you.
Damn, look at that young Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Welcome to Let's Play Outlast. Now, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, and I'm sure that many of you have as well.
look
It's
how
one of
fucking
the
young he is.
a
Dude,
really big
literally looks like
upcoming
a
horror titles
hairless
that's gonna
ball
be-
sack.
Now he's making fucking movies.
Yeah, right? And now we got dudes like Tony Stechkovi.
YouTube,
Or
what is
sta-
going on? I just got a little
Stat-
frazzled and
Stato-
dazzled, just did my
I don't know how
taxes
you
a little
pronounce his
bit.
last
We're
name.
playing Outlast for the very first time, man, and I'm scared. Y'all let me know in the comments below what other game I should play. We just did the Elden Ring one, at least in my time.
I think I
Elden Ring
won't.
series is over.
You should comment under his video. I don't think I will.
So I'd love to know what other
Find your own shit.
games.
Oh, that's a year old. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say he played this a while back. Humana. I don't know, dudes. We got any suggestions for what to watch tonight? Usually Gurf is coming in with like some theory suggestions to watch.
You want to see if that guy has any new theory videos?
What's his name again?
No idea.
Ethan says we should watch some porn. I'm kind of down for that.
I mean, from what site?
What site are you suggesting, Ethan? That's what will make me say yes or no. I watched Breaking Bad after Better Call Saul. Now I'm in therapy.
Pizza says, trust, watch the Nick Crawley video.
Nick Crawley?
Who's that?
Nick Crowley? Oh god, what the fuck?
What
Did he say a specific one, or just watch a Nick Crowley video?
Watch a Nick Crowley video. He
Yeah,
just said
word.
a.
It's kind of cool that Pizza Roll is watching all this dark, intense shit.
Bro, look at the YouTube rabbit hole. You know what that is?
What? Where? Oh, this?
The YouTube rabbit hole. You know what the thumbnail's from?
I had no idea. What is that?
Remember Crashbox on HBO? Yeah, that's the news reporter from that show.
Yeah. Oh, up here? Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, that's.
I thought you meant this. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, fuck no.
Man, I used to fucking love Crashbox. I remember I used to put it on at your house. You'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Crashbox.
Yeah, low key. We should watch the Crashbox intro. But this is Nick Crowley. Let's check this out.
I ordered
Pizza Roll is our first suggestion of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
built a Wix website to
Porn,
sell them.
unfortunately, cannot count. Sorry, Ethan.
What are you playing? We are not playing anything. We're watching videos and stuff.
Yeah, I love the quality of this already.
A 15-year-old girl uploads a video to YouTube documenting her ongoing struggle with cyber harassment and blackmail
Amanda Todd?
being done at the hands of an unnamed individual.
Is it the Amanda Todd
Throughout
video?
the video, not a single word is spoken. Instead, the teen tells her story through dialogue written on paper cards.
Yeah, I think
flipping
that was
through them
Amanda
one by
Todd.
one, painting a picture of the traumatic abuse she was living through. Just over 1 month later, she would be dead.
Yeah.
As a direct result of that very harassment.
I actually remember this
The story
really
of
well,
Amanda
this whole
Todd is
incident.
one of the most heartbreaking
It was
across
really,
all
I
of
was in
YouTube,
middle school at
with
the time when
case-sending
Amanda
ripples
Todd
not only
had
across
just
the
died,
site, but
pretty
across
much.
the
Like, it was a
world as well,
huge thing.
With the fallout still being felt to this very day.
Yeah.
And from this case, a light was briefly
Noah,
cast
what's
on
going
one of
on,
the
man?
darker
We should watch
corners the
Skibbity
internet
Toilet?
has
Nah,
ever
mate.
seen, momentarily illuminating a community that was never meant to be seen by the public eye, with a rabbit hole even more bizarre than anything we've covered on this channel before.
Hey, yo. What does Crashbox have to do with this?
We're diving down to its very depths.
With your anchor person, Doris Marmy, and welcome to the Daily Pepper.
Doris Marmy.
Yeah, what? I'm so
This is
confused.
creepy as shit.
I love
like
the
this.
way he's making these. This is really cool. Watch some
Before we dive
Roblox
into this
gameplay?
incredibly
Okay.
dark topic, I chose
We
not to
can
do a
do that.
sponsor on this one as it just didn't really feel right. But if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon page that offers some exclusive benefits. For example, less censored versions of videos like the one you're watching right now. Or you can just go
No, but I
over and
bet
check
you
out the
do
new
for it.
ghost hunting channel that myself and Nexpo started called Nick and Ryan. We've got a
We
brand
should
new
start a
video
ghost hunting
dropping at the
channel.
end
What?
of this
I don't even
month,
know who
and
that
a ton
is.
more already filmed and
Me
ready to
neither.
go after that. So there will be lots of content coming.
I didn't
very
do
soon.
anything with this
Links
Nick
to
dude.
both of
I
these
don't know
will
what the
be in
fuck he's talking
description,
about.
And with that,
Guys,
let's get
drop
back
a
to
like if you want to see me and Schnozz do a ghost hunting channel.
Amanda's turn. So wait,
The
what?
story
I'm
begins
so
in the early days
confused.
of the internet, a time when,
Amanda's
due to the general
torment.
public's lack of understanding of this new online world, moderation was at its most primitive and nefarious activity ran rampant, with many of the worst examples coming from the dawn of live streaming. Back then,
Oh, no.
streams and their associated chats were almost entirely unregulated, leading to them becoming a cesspool of all sorts of degeneracy.
Oh,
And
shit.
it's within one of these
Is this
very
a baby
sites
daddy
where
drama?
Amanda's torment would begin. It happened on a website called Blog TV, where Amanda had logged in one evening at the age of 13
Ugh.
to the tune of 200 viewers. And it was here that she would be pressured to eventually flash the camera, with the whole chat cheering her on. a decision that she would regret not only in the moment, but for the remainder of her life. Lurking in the chat room was a man under the alias of Tyler Boo, who had been waiting for that very opportunity to grab a screenshot and recording of this young girl in her most vulnerable moment before immediately turning
I don't even know
around
if I
and
want to
using
keep
that
watching
image
this
as
one. This
blackmail in an attempt to leverage it for more private
don't remember
performances.
this like
There was a
this.
demand
I
on the
remember this whole
accused, though
incident
truthfully,
in
it
case.
wouldn't have
Like
mattered
he
anyway,
blackmailed the
as
fuck
Tyler
out of her.
would turn her world into a living hell of online harassment, with a photo and video being sent to all of her friends, acquaintances,
Dude,
and family members.
so
it got so
fucked
bad
up.
that on multiple occasions her entire family would be forced to
We will
move,
watch King of the
though
Pill
this was
next.
of no use, as Tyler's evil crusade
King of the
persisted.
Pill.
Every new school, every person she interacted with, would eventually be met with the content from that fateful stream.
After this,
Amanda
watch
could
Man in
never
the
outrun
Suit.
him.
Okay, King of the
With nowhere
Pill,
left to
then Man in the
turn,
Suit.
she
Thank
would
you,
take up
Phoenix.
drinking and drug use just to cope, until eventually, on October 10th, 2012, she just couldn't take it anymore. The story of Amanda Todd is a complex, tragic tale, with many factors ultimately playing a role in her untimely passing.
We're not gonna keep watching this. This is really an upsetting case. Very well done video, and I'm glad he's covering the subject. But oh man, very bad and sad memories. That girl did not deserve any of that shit. Like I must have been 11 or 12, pretty much her age when all that shit went down. And there were oh my god, there were so many fucking assholes in like the room when we were watching like the video, because they had like a documentary kind of covering the basic stuff. It was all about internet safety around that time, so like they were really big at teaching kids that stuff. And yes, you could not go a day without hearing about Amanda Todd. This is so fucking awful. Oh man. Let's go ahead and look up King of the Pill. Go ahead and change the subject a little bit. Rest in peace to this lovely young lady. King of the Pill. King of the Pill. Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is what this is all.
It looks like Robot Chicken a little bit.
Official
Same
music,
old
is this
phone?
copyright?
Nah. Upgrade to the new
Lord.
Galaxy Z
I mean,
Fold 7.
I doubt it's anything crazy.
Whether you've got dogs that leap, or dogs that herd, or dogs
I
who
don't
love
have
to
any
track
dogs.
a bird, AKC is
I got a dog. Hey, yeah.
What the Boomhauer smoking a blunt, bro.
Shit is red or blue. I told all the ops to eat shit and get cancer too. Bobby got that cell phone stick. You better answer, dude. My wife got a body on that bitch. She
What the fuck?
too. It's Big Hank. Fuck they talking about? Fuck a money sprint. I cannot hold it. It's a large amount. Bobby got his purse, but he dropped it and the purse fell out. Hit his head. Told him it's some shit he should have thought about. King of the Hill, I'm selling propane. Me and gang, Wabby and Amir. We ran a soul train. D for speed. I'm a shift the gear. He's swerving both lanes. I told this bitch she hot and sauce her down. Chipotle, No, that boy right. Rider with a shotgun, Billy on the right. They only been tweaking, staying up at night. Up as they been bleeding, I had to say goodnight. So, glasses on, told him pick a pill, shit is red or blue. I told all the ops to eat shit and get cancer too. Bobby got that cell phone stick, you better answer, dude. My wife got a body on that bitch, she a dancer too. It's Big Hank, fuck they talking about? Fuck a money sprint, I cannot hold it, it's a large amount. Bobby got his purse, but he dropped it and the purse fell out. Hit his head, told him it's some shit he should have thought about, Taste the meat, not the heat, bro.
Taste the meat, not the heat.
Ebro, I've done so much shit, but I'ma catch my ass a Rico. We fighting over turf, smoking green. CeeLo, yeah, baby, I'm a boss man, keeping D-Lo. The way these kids fucking with the sound, I'm a pedo. The office came up and went down like a seesaw. Dale jumped in for this ad-lib. Wingo! No, that boy right. Rider with a shotgun.
He jumped in with Wingo, that was it? That's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for like a Dale breakdown there. Maybe we'll get it, and I'm about to skip it. Nah, it's just a repeat of the chorus. Sorry, it's pretty cool. It was definitely they relied way too much on that bar they wrote. A lot of repetition up in there, but I fucked with a lot of that. That was really good. Exeter, welcome back, man. First of all, what's poppin', Ryan with the fish tank? Second of all, I do believe he sells propane and propane accessories. You're right about that, Exeter. Great to see you, my dude. The fish tank is looking mighty clean. That's actually, I'm gonna go check the filter real quick. Give me 1 second. How are we doing, Mr. Filter? It's looking pretty clean up. I got a little bit of algae stuck in there. Wait a minute.
Pizza recommended a video from the Nick Crowley dude. It's YouTube's Darkest Videos 7.
There you go, Mr. Fishies. Everybody's breathing good.
You have fish?
Yeah, I just cleaned out the whole filter. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
My brother in Christ, are you being dense or?
No, I'm being genuine.
My brother in Christ. Just look at your phone.
I'm looking at my phone. But Pizza Roll recommended from the Nick Crowley dude, YouTube's Darkest Videos 7. Oh, okay. I apologize. I'm a bit slow.
It's all good, Chief. All right, so time for Man in the Suit, and then we're gonna watch Pizza Roll's actual suggested video from Nick Crowley.
Yeah, YouTube's Darkest Videos 7. That's what the video is called.
Man in the Suit. So which one is it? Because I got a playlist here.
Unknowingly, and then you got the actor is trapped in the suit.
Wait, what?
What? Okay, I'm guess.
Oh, is this like an analog horror series? Where a dude got trapped in the Godzilla costume? It is the playlist? I highly doubt it. I think it's an analog horror series. Let's watch the first 2 or 3 parts of this and see what it's like, because a lot of these can get really fucking creepy. Why is the playlist? I was about to say, what the fuck is happening?
Okay, I'm tired. Alright, have a good one for you. I'm not liking that.
I'm curious. Foot, have a good night, man. Yeah, no, for real, the Mandela catalog. The person in the Gojira suit was unknown at the time. I'll be our narrator. But the story the actor has with Gojira is odd. This is a photo of him in the suit. Here's another picture. Okay, I mean, don't we have a whole fucking movie of this dude in the suit? Why are these pictures important? He got the acting job of being and wearing the Gojira suit. Alright.
Watch out for that plane.
Yeah, that plane looks fucking badass. It's so fucking stupid. And the actor fell in love with it. Okay, so he really enjoyed it. Alright. He would wear the suit most of the time to the point that you would never saw his actual face. Bullshit. I bet that thing was hot as fuck. There's no way in hell in any real life capacity that happened. Even when we take breaks, he would just wear the suit. The suit would sometimes heat up, but he didn't care. Bullshit! There's no way!
Yeah, it was like he was addicted to the suit. Like it was calling his name.
Alright, purple guy, take it easy. It has gotten to the point where he brings the suit home, even though we tell him not to. Are you fucking with... Is he fucking his wife in this suit? He wouldn't really speak a lot, but he would say his name is Goji. Basically the nickname we gave the suit. See, we'd start calling himself the suit. The last time he was seen on set, he was acting in the suit until he just stopped. This is the photo that was taken. Several minutes later, he would start to walk and stop yet again. His breathing was muffled, yet he was also breathing oddly. Okay. I'm getting a little uneasy. Thought this was a joke, poking at him to get back in place, but he wouldn't budge. Okay. He didn't have a family, no shit. Poor guy. After 2 odd minutes of oddly breathing, he would tell people to check on him and make sure he takes off the suit. Okay. Someone took before the person on the right saw what was inside. What the fuck was inside? The man opened the costume to see that he was growing into the suit. His flesh was slowly replaced into it. What the fuck? Don't ominously say keep watching, Phoenix. Fuck you. What is this? I'm getting uneasy. Somehow his body deformed to the point he was filling the inside of the suit. What? Excuse me?
Oh, this is gonna show something fucking terrifying already. I'm hiding behind my mic.
What the fuck? Alright, that was interesting. Analog horror is a very acquired taste.
It is, but it's also like it is scary as shit.
Yeah, no, like it's so unnerving. Like you never really it pushes your expectations.
Yeah. You don't know if it's real or not. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
It really fucks with your like reality, your perception of everything, I feel like.
Oh, Markiplier did an analog.
Alright, so Pizza's video was, do I remember Jared the Subway guy? Yeah, of course.
Called it was the Nick Crowley dude, YouTube's Darkest Video 7.
YouTube's Darkest Video 7.
Yes. Dino, welcome to the streamer, bro. How you doing?
Nick Crowley.
That one.
Our commitment to you is delivering the world's
you,
most
Digital
advanced
Storm.
PC.
What did
Actually,
Digital
no, give me
Storm
a
do?
new
Chasing...
Actually, can
sad.
y'all sponsor me?
Actually, can you get a new PC real quick?
It's December 4th, 2003.
I don't like it already.
I like this. Children.
I'm gonna go try to get them to stop doing that.
A police officer walking in a local park in Arlington, Virginia, is approached by a concerned family, claiming that someone in a nearby neighborhood had been shooting off a flare gun. The officer could hear it too, and following the sound, he eventually found himself at the home of 56-year-old James Yu. The man lived alone in his half of this duplex, and was described by neighbors as a recluse known to exhibit unusual behavior. Across his social media, he made posts claiming that he was the victim of fraud at the hands of all sorts of government agencies, as he had a deep distrust of the US government as well as law enforcement, and he believed that numerous people were attempting to kill him, like his ex-wife, the FBI, and even his neighbors. His posts seemed entirely nonsensical, and so did many of his actions.
Bro, what the fuck?
In the months prior, he had covered up all of his windows with garbage bags and aluminum foil, and he even wrapped his trees in toilet paper.
Oh yeah,
and
no.
though these actions are entirely harmless, on this day,
you know,
things were
Jared's still
becoming
locked
far
up,
more
Rez.
troubling.
Yeah, he was a big pedophile. Gross ass shit. Yo, what?
When police arrived at his home, you would be seen firing his flare gun out of his window and into the air, over and over again. And despite repeated attempts to get him to stop,
Arlington County Police! Stop shooting the flares! Mr. Yu!
he didn't let up, shooting 41 flares in the span of just 25 minutes.
What the
And
fuck?
he did it all with no explanation.
Shit,
in fact,
bro.
he didn't even say a single word. Understandably, police were eager to get you out of his home for questioning, as at this point it wasn't obvious whether or not he was a threat. And so for hours and hours they called out to him, first asking and then demanding that he exit his home.
James, Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. We have your building surrounded.
But still, there was no response. Growing impatient and worried that you might be planning something, the police would eventually bring in a specialized vehicle to bust down the door and spray the inside of the home with gas, all in an attempt to draw you outside.
James, stay away from your front door. Stay away from your front door, James.
And in response, you began firing once again. Only this time, he wasn't using flares.
No!
And instead, he was now yielding an actual gun. Thankfully, none of these shots connected, but with the situation becoming increasingly dangerous, the officers decided to fall back, as they carefully came up with a new plan for apprehending you. Though whatever they had been planning would never come to fruition.
What? Why?
Yeah. What the fuck? Did
What?
the houses explode? Oh my god, the house exploded. Omar, Connor, welcome to the stream. How y'all doing?
Holy fuck. Oh. Guys, be sure to drop a like. Oh.
Shit, I'm scared. It's okay, Omar. Don't worry.
That was nuts.
That was not. Yeah, it was dope though too.
So
Like
so
that-
what if he was sending off flares to try and get help for the gas leak in his house?
But he would have said something.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a really
the
good
case.
point. He would have spoke up probably, yeah.
You need to know I have
said,
a gas leakage. I'm not telling you, but you need to know now.
What if he was like trying to use sign language and they weren't looking? Like I don't know.
Maybe he was shooting the flares and like ordered the spelling out the word.
Yeah, they should have looked where the flares were landing. Then they would have seen the message he was spelling out with all the different landing spots. It was a whole fucking thing saying like, hey, the house is about to explode. I need you guys to kick this door down. Come get me. Just drag
Okay,
their
welcome.
fucking feet.
All right, so Connor, quick story. The guy was shooting flares out of his house. Cops arrived. They attempted to go into the house.
So wait.
He shot off his
I
gun.
just realized. Is this a fucking duplex? Is duplex the right term for that? It looks like two people would live here.
Yeah, maybe.
So it
well, I
looks
mean,
like he would have a neighbor in this
no, wait,
house.
hold on. The one door had like a sign on it, like private property or some shit.
And also, I really don't believe this guy had Christmas decorations up.
Oh my god.
So something tells me that a family was living next door. Jesus Christ. Well, let's keep watching. That's just me overanalyzing. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope to God it was just his ass in there, because fuck
Me
this dude,
too.
clearly.
Yeah. I'm hoping the cops got the people out.
In a split
at
second,
least.
There's
the
no
home
way-
was gone,
there's no way they
as
got
a massive
someone out.
explosion rang out from inside the house, reducing the entire structure to rubble. Inside the house, you had stored 55 gallons of gasoline in his basement, which he saved for that
What?
moment to ignite with no warning and no explanation.
At Harbor Freight,
Yo, what
hand
the
tools get a
fuck?
lifetime warranty because they're engineered to last a
55
lifetime.
gallons
A lifetime
of
of
gas.
hard work, routine maintenance,
Just
and quick
chilling in his basement.
Based on the footage, it's been theorized that Yu's actions were an attempt to lure police into his home so that he could then set off this explosion and take them all out along with his neighbors, as he genuinely believed that both parties were conspiring to kill him. Though somehow, when the smoke cleared, no civilians or police officers had so much as been injured. All that was found in the rubble was the remnants of a single body. Though for a moment, this wasn't the end of James Yu's story. Before that body could be identified, reports across social media began emerging showing that James Yu was somehow still alive.
What?
After the blast, comments were being made on what appeared to be Yu's YouTube channel, where he stated that this whole thing was a cover-up and that he wasn't even inside the home when the standoff started, which looking back, we never actually see him, and we also never hear his voice. Numerous posts pointing out this development would go viral and cause mass confusion about the story, which was only heightened when it was revealed that the body inside that building was in fact James Yu. Though in the end, it wasn't really as mysterious as some originally thought. As it turns out, the posts showing these comments failed to realize that this wasn't actually Yu's account, and instead it had a completely different username, with the account likely having been created as nothing more than a hoax.
Okay.
To this day,
That
though,
was
there are some that still
anticlimactic.
believe
What
that this
the
was all
fuck?
some sort of massive cover-up.
Why do you even
But
bring
in
that
reality,
up?
It just seems that this was the result of a man gripped by crippling paranoia and loneliness, with it all coming to a head in what has gone on to become one of YouTube's darkest videos.
This is number 5. I'm scared to see the rest.
That was his fucking intro? Bro! This dude is... I'm subscribing right now, for one. That was fucking awesome. That was the intro. Nick Crowley presents... Yo. Oh my gosh. This dude is fucking awesome.
Dude, look at that shit. Look at the... Oh my god, bro.
This looks fucking crazy.
7.
The internet is a dark and
Satan's
disturbing frontier. This year alone, countless people have fallen victim to high-profile data breaches, raising serious concern about personal information security. Ticketmaster experienced a breach compromising over 560 million of their customer records.
Nah,
But
I
most
agree,
alarming of
Rez,
all,
that's
the
really
National
crazy.
Public Data announced that they too had suffered a breach.
He even
where
looks
a staggering
cool.
2.9 billion records were leaked, potentially impacting
Dude, he
every
looks like an
single
actor.
American. And these leaks included critical personal information, such as full names, addresses, dates of birth, phone numbers, and even social security numbers. If you haven't been taking your online security seriously, then it's
So
time for a
guys, I was
change.
trying
So
to
thankfully,
avoid bringing like attention to it. I will probably end up doing a stream at some point where we include viewers in the call. Of course, depending on people's behavior and whatnot, we will be willing to kick people out if they get crazy. But we will do a stream where we have a lot more people on the call. But for this in particular, I just planned on being me and Weepy hanging out tonight, and I really wanted to include all of you to some extent. So we will do a stream where we get all of you guys, Phoenix, Exeter, Raz. I really appreciate all of you wanting to join the call because it's really nice. You guys want to hang out even deeper. But
definitely get you guys' reactions on the stream.
Bingo.
This is a test stream. This is a test stream, pretty much.
To be honest, I wouldn't even call it a test stream. We didn't know if this stream was even going to fucking work the first, hour because of Weepy's issues with his microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his mouth all opened up there. He's ready for
Omar,
something.
I do go live every now and then. Not every day, but at least a couple times a week. I try to go live. So it is. If you're willing to subscribe, we do other streams such as Dead by Daylight, and a few other games here and there.
What happened to his mic? So for some reason, he decided it was a smart idea to use Discord through a browser instead of having the actual app downloaded on his computer. And so it was trying to sync his microphone through Google, through Opera GX, onto Discord. And typically it worked for him at least the past month or two. This time it did not. And it did not want to sync whatsoever no matter what we did to it. So we had to fully re-download it. It all synced back up, and now we're all good. LMAO indeed, the drill. Hope you're having an awesome night, big dog. Use a volume mixer? Oh, you saw my stream and recommended? Awesome.
We hit 7K! Yeah! Fuck yeah.
For some reason, the drill, I can't see any... Oh, wait, you must be in the short stream. I'm so stupid. I don't have any of my chats pulled up correctly because of how I have everything set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for all the support. We have finally hit 7K again.
Oh, I'm stupid. I can pull up the shorts chat on my phone. All right, let's go ahead and keep watching.
I feel secure because I've been using today's sponsor, Aura. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of different data points, which includes the dark web and public court records, to alert you about potential identity theft. They even provide up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case the worst happens.
Guys, we
and
are
with their
4
real-time alerts for
subs
data
away
breaches, a VPN for safe browsing, a password manager, and much, much more. They really are the ultimate tool for protecting yourself online. I'm not leaving myself or my family vulnerable to data breaches, and if you don't want to either, then go on over to aura.com/nickcrowley to try your first 2 weeks absolutely free, which will give Aura enough time to find out if any of your information has been exposed.
You want ads that drive results. That's why we built Roku Ads Manager. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
A science and
Oh, and
perks
guys,
success
everybody that
story.
has not
This
checked
is
out
Jay.
Grand Theft
He
Auto
can fix
4
just about
Funny
anything.
Moments.
I'm a general contractor.
Guys, I uploaded Grand Theft Auto 4 Funny Moments on the channel this morning. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to go give it a look-see. Is this on Twitch? No, we're fully on YouTube, bro. If you click on my channel, you can actually see the full horizontal stream, and you can click on that. And that will put you in the direct chat log. But I've got you pulled up on my phone now, so either way, you're good. Whomp. This is creepy as fuck. What am I looking at?
There was really nothing else like it.
2006 footage.
This obscure 27,000 square foot structure allowed visitors to enter into what must have felt like another dimension. It was an exhibit called Dream Space.
Love that game.
It was the
What
creation
game you
of British artist Maurice Agus, a 74-year-old artistic visionary obsessed with the idea of creating large-scale surreal environments. And this was his magnum opus. The structure was inflatable, akin to a massive bounce house, and once inside, guests were confronted with a labyrinth of brightly colored walls and cells, twisting and turning into some sort of surreal
what are you talking
maze
about the
that
volume
patrons
mixer
were told
for?
to lose themselves in. This piece of art premiered back in
Volume mixer for
2004,
what?
and due to its inflatability, it was actually built
Does
to
something
travel,
not sound
making
right,
stops
the
in
drill?
major cities in the UK, before it was eventually set up at Riverside Park in Durham on the 22nd of June, 2006. The very next day, 68-year-old Elizabeth Collins would visit the area with
literally
her
looks
husband
like
and her
the
daughter,
back
as
rooms
well as
for
her
a burrow.
14-year-old grandson. And spotting this unusual structure in the distance,
Yeah,
Elizabeth's
over
grandson
grandma.
insisted on checking it out, excitedly taking off his shoes and running inside. And while the rest of the group was more apprehensive about entering, Elizabeth eventually decided to accompany him, leaving her husband and daughter on the outside.
Oh, no, yeah, he
though
just
not
had to
before turning
re-download
back to them
Discord,
and
then it all
joking that she
worked
was
fine.
going in to find peace and serenity. Outside, Elizabeth's husband and daughter sat at a nearby table and enjoyed a cup of tea whilst conversing about the events of the week, only for the man to turn his head and notice that Dream Space was slightly moving, to which he excitedly said, "Oh, it's a ride, it's a ride. I wish I had gone on it." The daughter then turned her head to see the structure as it began to rise up off the ground,
What?
to which she chillingly responded, "It's not a ride."
What?
Oh, it's an actual video. Oh no.
Yo, so all this actually happened. This dude does not cover anything fake or like internet meme horror or whatever.
Damon Films, welcome back.
What the fuck is happening to it?
Oh.
Ye- Is it getting blown by the wind? What the fuck is going on? Why is that happening?
In that moment, Dreamspace had snapped from its moorings and was blown into the air by a massive gust of
Holy
wind.
fuck.
Agus just so happened to be standing at the entrance as it began to shift, and noticing what was happening, he grabbed on as he desperately tried to hold down his entire life's work. Though clearly this was of no use, and after being lifted in the air, his grip failed, sending him falling back to the ground below where he lay staring up at his creation
Ugh.
that was now flying 30 feet above him.
Were people inside?
Oh my god, look at all the fucking people.
Dude, look at how big that fucking thing is.
Inside, there were as many as 30 people who were now being thrashed around this
strong
giant
gust of
inflatable
fucking
structure.
wind,
In a
yeah.
scene that I truly can't
I don't know if
even
it's
imagine.
foam or what,
The claustrophobia of it,
It's
the
freaking
dizzying
weird.
colors, the screams. It's genuinely one of the most horrific scenarios I've ever heard. The inflatable structure was airborne for well over a minute, folding into itself before finally crashing back down into a parking
many people
lot,
were
leaving
inside?
behind what was described by witnesses as a field of bodies.
Oh.
Worst of all, the majority of those in attendance were families with small children, with one 7-year-old girl recounting her experience, saying, "It was very scary and people were screaming. I saw a lady clinging on and then falling out, and then she was lying on her back with people around her. I think she died." This lady was most likely 68-year-old Elizabeth Collings, who had been ejected from the structure when it was in the air, with her injuries being catastrophic and unsurvivable.
Oh my god. Oh.
Of all the others now sprawled throughout this field of
I hate
grass,
stories
most were left
like that,
injured,
bro.
but thankfully not in serious condition. Though this wasn't the case for 38-year-old Claire Vermege, who had been inside during the accident with her 2 children. And despite her kids surviving, she was sadly not so lucky,
I'm so glad the
with
kids
Claire and
made it
Elizabeth
out.
being the sole fatalities of the incident.
Fuck, dude.
The video is terrifying. And though it's easy to say that this could
They
have
really
been so
did do
much
Granny
worse,
dirty with that
considering
deep
how many
fried
people
Phil,
were
dude.
in
They
dream
coulda-
space at the
they coulda
time,
made her look
the
a little
consequences
nicer.
were still
It's a
catastrophic,
shame.
as it devastated 2 families and likely left many others at the scene traumatized for life, especially the young children. But how could this have happened? Well, that day was
do The Last of Us,
particularly
Rez.
warm, which likely caused the air inside the structure to expand, causing a hot air balloon-like effect, which was then exacerbated by sudden strong gusts of wind, which
suffered
eventually
enough,
caused the
oh
structure to
God.
go airborne. As in the end,
That's
it just
terrible.
wasn't properly secured for the conditions. Soon after the incident,
Like
Maurice
when it's something that like it could happen to anybody. I don't want to say just me personally. It could happen to anybody so easily. Like an inflatable fucking ride made for hundreds of families to come and hang out at and visit and go to, whatever. You fucking walk in 5 minutes later, a fucking rope is snapping and you're 30 feet in the air. Holy shit. Like, and that's just life. You can't do anything about it. In a fucking instant, that lady's 70 plus years on this planet were cut short because some dickhead didn't tie a rope tight enough. Like, holy fuck, man. That's bananas. It's bananas.
Agus was arrested for manslaughter, though he would ultimately only end up paying a small fine.
He got
As
arrested? Wait a minute. Back up.
Which was then exacerbated by sudden strong gusts of wind, which eventually caused the structure to go airborne, as in the end, it just wasn't properly secured for the conditions. Soon after the incident, Maurice Agus was arrested for manslaughter, though he would ultimately only end up paying a small fine, as he vowed to never create a large work again. Just a few years later, in 2009, Maurice Agus would pass away, with his legacy
Wow.
forever being defined by this devastating footage.
Damn, dude. That's kind of nuts. Nah, a small fine is kind of crazy to me. But, I mean, he's dead. Doesn't really... I don't know how to feel about that. Like, he obviously didn't intend harm. But, like something that humongous, like, that's also very light and, like, gustable with wind out in an open field, like, you gotta have some precautions, bro.
On October 2nd, 2006,
That was your fucking
police entered
dream,
the home
your
of
vision,
31-year-old
and you didn't
Elaine
have it
Campione,
properly
where
secured?
inside they found the
Like,
woman speaking
dude, go to prison.
incoherently.
Like, on
Next
God.
to her was a
Oh, that's
VHS camera.
Alright, back up, I was
On October
talking.
2nd,
Happy birthday, Serena.
On
Dark
October 2nd,
Toast, welcome.
2006, police entered the home of 31-year-old Elaine Campione, where inside they found the woman speaking incoherently. Next to her was a VHS camera, depicting a series of disturbing events that had transpired within the home over the previous months and days, with the footage eventually finding its way onto YouTube.
Oh.
Hi, Serena. It's August 8th, 2006. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
The tape starts with Elaine pointing her new camera at her daughter Serena. It was her 3rd birthday, and to celebrate, Elaine had left a brand new bike in the living room.
What is it?
Days later, the footage continues, showing Serena once again as Elaine asks,
How does Mama love you?
This much.
Oh, I love you more than that. How much does Mama love you?
Oh.
Elaine then shows her other daughter Sophia, who was just a baby, before turning the camera on herself and showing the kids how the device worked.
Hi. See how the camcorder works? Look.
That's the farmers.
Look. Hi. Is that mommy? Hi.
So far, the footage seems like nothing more than your standard family home videotape, and appears completely wholesome.
The way she was
Though
stuttering,
with the next recording,
I feel like
the tone begins to shift, and things start to become slightly concerning.
This is a deplorable, horrible, messy, filthy apartment that supposedly my 2 children and I live in, and it's just a horrible, horrible mess. Yeah. I think Diego Campione is totally in the wrong, and I hope he burns in hell for all his sins, the same as Leonardo.
As Elaine shows the camera her home, she begins joking about how they are living in
Maybe I was
deplorable
wrong about the
conditions
stuttering. I
before
thought she was
randomly
going to be
calling
like
out 2 men who she says she
deteriorating.
hopes burn in hell, all while her children are in the same room. She starts to grow more and more agitated.
All I wanted to do was take care of my 2 little girls and live happily ever after the 3 years of physical, emotional, and mental abuse that I endured tremendously by Leonardo Campione, and then the past year from Anna and Diego Campione, the mental and emotional abuse.
Outright saying that she was abused by a man named Leonard Campione, who
Goddamn.
happened to be her
Yeah, Braz, I
ex-husband
definitely
and the
would play
father
it
of these
eventually.
children. And she goes on from there, with each moment clearly making the kids more and more anxious.
And I want justice to my family for what they have all done to us. I cried out for help. They should have charged him for the assaults he did to me.
Eventually causing Elaine to snap out of it and stop the camera.
And my poor 3-year-old, I did everything to protect. And what are you saying, Sophia? What do you want?
The video then skips forward once more, with this footage being taken just days before the police were called, showing Serena coloring on the floor as Elaine asks,
Who loves ya?
Mommy.
Who loves you the most? That much? Oh, I think I love you more than that.
The scene that unfolds next was recorded on that very same night, just hours later.
Recording this because Leo and there, are you happy? Everything's gone. You wouldn't give peace. You wouldn't tell the truth. You didn't care about our babies. You didn't care about me. You cared about yourself. All you did was hurt us.
In the video, Elaine states that everything is gone, as she speaks to Leo directly, accusing him of having ruined their lives with his constant abuse.
You are truly the devil.
This is freaky dark.
And I hate you. 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 And I want you to know how much I hate you.
Disturbingly, the children were nowhere to be seen in this footage,
That's what I
with
keep
Elaine
thinking
eventually
about, the
addressing them
kids
by
not
saying,
being
God
anywhere.
believes me. And God's taking care of them now.
Oh, fuck,
Protect my
dude.
family. Thank God. Thank Him. Because there's no way I could have them with you. Nothing's good enough for you. It has to always be your way. Well, they're good. And you can have it your way. Your wife and your daughters are dead now. We're all in heaven.
Oh, Drill, awesome, man. And nah,
according to Elaine, not only were her children gone, but she was too. She stops the recording soon after.
dude.
Despite saying this, the camera would actually start up one more time, where Elaine describes how she was still alive, despite having attempted to OD, which prompted her to call the police.
So,
when officers arrived at the home, both
kids.
Serena and Sophia were found laying in her mother's bed, holding hands and wrapped tightly in rosaries. Neither of them were alive. 2 nights prior, and directly before filming this message, Elaine had brought them both into the bathroom, as it was time for their nightly baths. And once in the tub, she told them to play a game, one where they would place their heads beneath the water and blow out bubbles. When they did this,
drowned
Elaine
them?
held their heads down, and she didn't let go until she was certain they were
What the
gone.
fuck?
This footage is some of the most disturbing that I've ever seen, as we get a glimpse into Elaine's descent into madness, in the moments directly before she stole her children's lives. But all of this leaves one obvious question. Why? Well, it was noted during her investigation that the abuse she alleged from her ex-husband Leo seemed to be very real and well documented over the years, leading to Leo not being able to see his children for over a year,
Drill, she
with this causing
basically
the two to
she
separate,
killed them so
which
that
is when Elaine's
their
mind
father
began to
couldn't
deteriorate.
get sole custody.
She began believing that people were following her and were going to kill her, with
She's
this fear of
clearly
people
very
eventually shifting to a
mentally
fear
ill.
of aliens, as she claimed to
Oh,
have seen them on
okay.
numerous occasions, believing they were following her. Because of this fear, she refused to let her children out of her sight, not even allowing her own parents to look after them, causing her to become so attached to these children that she genuinely began to believe that they were all one entity, which made things incredibly concerning when she became suicidal and eventually attempted to take her own life. Despite Leo's more than troubled history, he had supposedly turned his life around in the years leading to this footage, and was eventually allowed to start visiting the children on a limited capacity. And seeing the children and seeing the way their mother was behaving, he began to grow incredibly concerned, and eventually attempted to gain full custody. And it was this bitter custody battle that seemed to be the ultimate factor that led to Elaine ending the lives of her children.
God's taking care of them now. Be protected by God, thank God. Thank you. Because there's no way I could have them with you.
Artless AI voiceover feature allows you to turn your words into voices you never thought you had. Simply pick
you.
Elaine Campione would be charged with 2 counts of murder and would eventually be sentenced to life in prison, with a possibility of parole after 25 years.
I'm surprised she didn't get insanity.
Today, she's held in a minimum security prison, where she's free to leave once every weekend to attend church and other functions.
No, let it really drill. There's a lot more information on this case if I had to have the constraints. Oh, interesting. I wonder what else is big on that case. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what her condition was exactly that caused her to end up like that.
On April 18th, 2010, a 39-year-old man named Gavin Collins was released from the HMP Ranby prison in the UK. His freedom would last less than 24 hours, as the very next day he suffered a severe mental breakdown, the result of which was captured partially across several video recordings that later appeared on YouTube. This is the story of his rampage. It began at approximately 9 a.m. in the city of Nottinghamshire when Gavin left his home. As he walked down the sidewalk, those in the area reported him acting strangely, muttering to himself that he was Jesus and that he was invincible. Without warning, he then turned his attention to a random home, which he forcefully entered, stole a man's car keys, and took his vehicle, taking off with no apparent destination. Inside the car, the owner just so happened to have 2 cameras, one being a standard dash cam and the other facing inside the vehicle, giving us a look at Gavin and his apparent mental state.
This is me. Jesus Christ, I'll shut you out with the eyesight I've got. Hey, don't need this. Come on, let's go, bro. So, get rid of all the coppers. Let's go, let's go.
Just at a glance, it's obvious that Gavin is completely unhinged. For some reason, he was utterly filled with rage, ripping off the rearview mirror and yelling obscenities and incomprehensible threats at no one in particular.
Button on your dad, he's streaming DVD and he's getting so salty. Your dad's streaming Dead by Daylight Dark Coast. It's kind of funny.
Watch this, you.
And most concerning of all is the speed in which he's traveling,
Yeah,
as he starts driving faster and
nuts.
faster, swerving in and out of cars as he passes through busy residential areas, as he reaches speeds that have been estimated to be anywhere from 85 miles an hour to well over 120.
Are you serious, Exeter?
But somehow, despite countless close calls, every time he avoids collision, at least for the time being.
Oh, there it is. Damn.
In an instant, Gavin smashes the vehicle into a brick home at full speed, with the impact being devastating. And yet somehow, through the destruction, Gavin was not only still alive, but completely unharmed.
What?
And also completely unfazed. He pulled himself from the wreckage and immediately turned his attention to a woman driving nearby, and within moments he had forced his way into the vehicle, and was behind the wheel once again, continuing this deranged driving spree, until once again he crashed. And much like the initial collision,
my man is a
he
GTA
survived,
protagonist.
walking away
What is
unscathed
happening right
before
now?
turning his attention to another random home. In pursuit of stealing his third vehicle, he grabbed a nearby concrete slab and began to smash through the home's doors, bloodying his hand in the process, before eventually making entry. Inside were a mother and her 2 children, one of which was 5 years old, and the other wasn't even a year. Gavin approached the terrified family, yelling and demanding that the mother give up her car keys, telling her that he was Jesus and that, "Because I am Jesus, I will kill you if you don't give me the keys." And without hesitation, she did as he said.
Good.
Gavin then went to each member of the family, and with his injured hand, he drew crosses on their forehead out of his own blood, before taking off with his third stolen car.
Cool. Cool. That's completely fine. That's okay. Cool. Just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Once again, Gavin was driving manically, though this time he was even more reckless, crashing into a brick wall and then a cop car.
Jeez,
before setting his sights on a pedestrian.
Turn the fucking wheel, dude.
Oh my god, he's gonna hit a pedestrian.
While speeding through a neighborhood, Gavin would see a man standing innocently near a bus stop, and for whatever reason, the sight of this man enraged him, causing Gavin to slam on the brakes and reverse the vehicle, stepping on the gas as hard as he could, and crashing directly into him, leaving him lying there with devastating injuries. Gavin quickly exited the vehicle and found the man lying motionless on the ground, prompting him to shout, "I've killed him. I've killed the devil." Minutes later, Gavin would crash yet another car into yet another home, though this time the police weren't far behind.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna see this one. Oh, he didn't crash into the building. Oh, this is the cop's POV. I'm fucking stupid. Oh my life, what's going on, brother? So yeah, this dude is having a mental breakdown if you're just getting out of prison. And he's been crashing into all kinds of shit, doing crazy stuff. It's his body cam, yeah, Drill, you're right.
Finally,
get his fucking ass out of there, holy shit.
The man that Gavin had struck was 87-year-old Terry Radford,
Damn.
a retired teacher whose injuries were catastrophic,
yeah,
with the man passing away soon after.
Yeah,
according to his family, Terry was an incredible grandfather, father, and son.
That's fucking sad. That's a long
The footage
life
is
to be
genuinely
captured.
horrifying, but what's most shocking of all is
He
the
needs
fact that
Arkham
this wasn't even
Asylum,
allowed to
bro.
happen. As
Put
stated
this man
previously, this was
away.
Gavin's very first
This
day
dude
out
is
of
literally
prison,
the Joker.
And based on the behavior he exhibited whilst in prison, he really should have never been released. Gavin was granted an early release in March of 2019
why did that happen?
for charges based around burglary, but just as he was set to be freed, it was discovered that he had submitted an adulterated drug test, which caused his case to be re-examined and resulted in his release being postponed. In response, Gavin lost his mind. Later that month, he assaulted a prison guard before spraying him with an unknown liquid that contained bleach, before proceeding to set his cell on fire and attacking another officer with a piece of wood. Due to his actions, Gavin was placed into an isolated cell, where less than a week later he started yet another fire, and when an officer entered his cell to put it out, Gavin struck them in the head and pulled out a plastic knife, threatening to slash him, stating that it would be a thrill to kill him. Gavin's stay in prison clearly hadn't rehabilitated him. In fact, it seemed to have made him more violent than ever before, and more mentally disturbed. Though shockingly, despite all of these additional crimes, Colin's release would go on to be approved less than 2 weeks later, with Gavin being set free on April 18th, and within just 24 hours, Terry Radford would be brutally killed. Gavin was sentenced to 21 years in prison, and during his trial it was revealed that no drugs were found in his system. And instead, this all seemed to be the result of some sort of psychotic episode that just so happened to be captured on camera in one of YouTube's darkest videos.
Gotta be like CT or something, bro.
Like, literally.
I know.
Yeah, wait, low key, can we watch a fucking another one?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Guys, be sure to drop a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, share the stream out.
Bro was IRL Trevor, literally.
I am the Weepster. I'm joined by my co-host, the cousin, the Schnozz.
Yo.
And if you enjoy this, we'll be doing more of them.
Raz, thank you so much for the support, brother. If you like body cam vids, are all of these gonna tend to be about body cam vids? Cause no, you know they won't all be body cam vids. We had oh, I'm stupid. The Drill, you have some funny ones to suggest. I see. Gurf, what is going on, baby? I've been missing my baby Gurf. You know
Gurf,
what?
What's going on, Brody?
I know exactly who this dude is. This is that dude that got murdered, and they fucking got it all covered up, and they made it sound like a suicide, quote unquote, even though it still looks like a fucking murder. That really sucks. Man, this dude's story is so depressing. I really don't want to. Fuck it.
Summertime is here, oh, Hoagie Fest.
Here I come.
Hoagie is delicious.
I can't even lie to say Wawa.
Never.
Gurf, what's going on, my boy? How you doing?
It was 2:46 p.m.
Oh,
when the
Ethan,
ground
you're still
began
here?
to shake.
Awesome. Pizza roll. Told you I recommend nothing but peak. On God, bro. This is fucking sick. Oh, she's an
For
earthquake?
residents of Anagawa, Japan, earthquakes were nothing new. But this one was different.
Is this the one in 2012?
Yo, I'd never seen like the earthquake footage from.
It carried with it a violence that none of the locals had ever felt before. And by the time the shaking had stopped, everyone in the city seemed to be left in a momentary state of shock.
Right.
This
Like,
was especially true for the
what do
nearly
you do after
160
that?
Chinese workers and students that had recently moved to the area, with most having never experienced any earthquake, let alone one of this
Deadeye,
magnitude.
welcome back to
Of
stream,
these
homie. You
workers
used to
were a
watch this,
tight-knit group
dude?
of 20 women who had recently been hired as trainees at a company
Trainer
called Sato
analog?
Susan, a company that sold fresh seafood. And having been at work
I'll
at the
recommend
time of the
Al.
quake, they
Al.
frantically ran out of the
We'll see, we'll
building and
see.
stood in the street, desperately trying to figure
Can
out
you watch
what
the
to do
darkest
next,
TV show ever
unaware of the
made by the
fact
same
that the
guy?
real horrors
We will
were
watch
still
that
yet
next,
to come.
Omar. Sounds great.
And then
In Japan, it's not just
Like
the
Hero
earthquakes
Sentai
you have to
recommended
worry
the
about,
Painter Analog.
but the tsunamis that
Painter
often follow.
Analog?
And usually, the bigger the
Or
earthquake,
yeah,
the bigger
Painter
the wave.
Analog.
Okay, we can
And
watch
given
that
that
after.
Anagawa
We
was
can-
right on the
depending
sea,
how short it
and
is,
Sato
maybe we can watch it in
Susan was
between.
directly on the shoreline,
Yeah.
these women were now standing
Doobie
directly in the path
Gooby,
of
welcome
an
to the
impending
stream,
disaster.
Doobie
Gooby.
Thankfully, their boss,
Doobie
Mitsuo
Gooby.
Sato, was well aware of what was to come, and quickly he yelled to the women to seek higher ground. But given their unfamiliarity
Oh, yeah,
with
this
the
is the
area,
2012
Sato knew
earthquake.
that he would have to be the one
I used to
lead
watch
them
Salad
there.
Saying a lot.
The group
Rez.
readily listened, and they quickly followed Sato as he led them up a
Not
set of
the
stairs
painter,
on a
is it
nearby
Freaky
hill,
Fenix?
where they
Welcome.
eventually reached a shrine that overlooked Anagawa and the sea.
This
It
is
was the highest
between
point in the
20 and 30
area,
minutes.
and should keep them safe from what would likely be a
We
massive
are
influx
watching,
of water.
reacting
And
to
sure enough,
videos
as they
of the
neared the
moment
top,
they're Doobie.
Sato's fears were already coming true.
Be sure to
As the
drop a
sea
like.
had drastically retreated, it was now beginning to push forward.
Oh, the
And things
tsunami.
were only
Fuck.
going to get
I
worse
forgot how
from
much
here.
worse this
But
got.
despite understanding this,
Oh, yeah,
it
this was
wasn't a
terrible.
deterrent for Sato, as once he deemed the
That one's a
altitude
good
safe
vid
enough
too,
for
to
this
be
group
honest.
of
It's
women,
kinda
he
like
then turned
Dark
around
Victims
and
when
began
he
to walk
speaks
back
about,
down
but
the
it's still a
hill
good video
towards
by
the
Nick,
slowly
word,
flooding
word.
city.
If you can't
The
tell,
girls yelled
some
at
of the
him,
dark
asking where
shit
he was
is like
going,
genuinely
which is when he
bothering
revealed
me.
that down below in his
So we
home in
might be
Anagawa
careful with that
were
one.
his wife and his daughter.
After this, we should
who were
definitely
now
watch a funny
directly in the
video.
path of this unfolding
Okay,
disaster.
we can take a break from the.
And he
from the
was going to
Yeah,
save
get some memes in here, bro.
The girl screamed
Fuck.
out to him,
And we
begging
will
him
take
not to
a-
go,
we will do a
as
funny
things had already
meme break
become
in
incredibly
between. That's a good
dangerous.
idea.
But he didn't so much
Yes,
as turn
yes.
his head
It's a
as he
great
stepped
idea.
down onto the street and disappeared from their view. And it was at this time that one of those girls standing high atop the hill began to record.
Hey, and I can't imagine watching something like this happen before your very eyes.
I've seen that video before.
Like imagine just watching the world end.
All my life, family has been super important to me. I love my family, but I also
Hell yeah, me
realize
too. I love
don't
my
know
family.
much about them, at least outside of my immediate family members, and specifically my grandfather, who I never got the chance to meet. And when thinking about
Sad.
this the other day, I went down a rabbit hole of trying to find out more information about my ancestors. And in doing so,
He's
I ended
very
up partnering
handsome.
with My Heritage, the #1 family history service and the sponsor of today's
He has a
video.
very
With
well
My Heritage, you can search
chiseled
through over
face, and the
33
facial hair
billion
fits him
historical
super
documents
well.
to
That
find
shit's
records of your
crisp.
family members. But even with my limited knowledge, My Heritage was able to form
Like,
entire
I wish my
branches of
mustache
family
could be
tree
that
with just
full
the click of
and
a
still
button,
that
thanks to
even.
their instant discovery
Like,
tool.
holy
And
shit,
all I had to
lucky
do was get the
bastard.
name of my parents and my grandparents,
Four
and all of a
hundred
sudden
more
my family tree was growing exponentially, which revealed generations of ancestors that I never even knew existed. It was
My
awesome
mom
to find
tried that
pictures of
once.
my grandfather and discover things about him,
Oh,
like
that's
the fact
fun.
that he was on his college
37
basketball
minutes,
team.
okay.
And after graduation, he was called to serve in World War II, which really moved me.
Whoa.
They also colorized the pictures and even animated them. On this one, you can see my great-grandmother, who came from Ireland and was one of 14 siblings, which was one of many details that I found surprising. And I ended up sharing all these pictures with my parents, who absolutely loved it. This whole experience was honestly so surreal, and this was just a fraction of what they were able to find. And all in all, this experience has made me feel closer than ever with my family. In fact, I can't wait to share all of this information with my entire family, or at least those that I know. So thank you to My Heritage for this paid partnership. Do you want to uncover your story? Start with My Heritage and get your first 14 days completely free. Just use my link or scan the QR code.
It's the huge construction sale at Nationwide Nissan, Kia, and Infiniti. We're demolishing the competition with
Good
up to
taste, good
$10,000
sexy
customer
voice,
cash
loaded videos.
and
Nick
get 0%
he's
financing for
truly
60
one of
months.
one. Like,
Plus,
no doubt,
you get
Pizza.
Nationwide for life.
I'm
a
like
free
actually
lifetime engine
loving
guarantee.
everything about this dude. It just keeps getting better. Oh, and this shit is perfectly timed. The ad ended. The second chapter 1 fades in. That was beautiful. I loved that.
Have you ever seen this video at all before?
I feel like I probably did a long time ago. But I've never seen it with the audio like this.
The footage
This is-
shows that the shoreline
this is
was
fucking
no more,
nerve-wracking.
as the water had inundated the entire area, as it slowly crept its way deeper and deeper into
What's
the city
this channel's
streets.
name? This channel's name is Nick Crowley. Almost at 3 million subs. Go drop him a sub, guys.
The women were understandably in a panic, trying to make sense of this ordeal that they were now given a front row seat to. And as they record, we can hear them
Satan's,
desperately calling
no!
out for Sato. But at no point do we see him. We just know that he's
Shame,
down there,
shame.
somewewhere. And as the desperation in their pleas increases,
Anytime the drill.
so too does the fury of the water.
Guys, we are coming up on 3,390 subscribers. Thank you all very, very much. Oh my god, look at that car. So did the tsunami already strike and this is the floods?
Yeah, this is the flood now.
Okay, gotcha. There's the siren.
And there's the
They could
siren.
only watch as Anagawa as they knew it was completely
It's such a
eviscerated.
beautiful place. It's such a shame to see it all fucked. They need the aura farming kid to save them, literally. Where's fucking Piccolo at?
And by this point, they
you,
realized that there
Rez.
was now essentially no hope for Sato. It was at this time that the women realized that despite already being at a considerable height, it still might not be enough, and so they ran even higher up the hill, desperately trying to get out of the path of this water.
Oh my gosh, did these women make it out okay?
And as they did so, they noticed something down below.
What? What the fuck?
Standing on a rooftop in the middle of this massive tsunami was Mitsudo Sato. The building that he stood on was once a full 2 stories off the ground, but was now just a few inches above the surface of the water.
Holy shit! I never knew. So you're telling me that is 2 stories tall?
Yeah.
I never for the life of me knew exactly like how much water was like genuinely like engulfing Anagawa in this. That is literally bananas.
Yeah, it was like an 8-point-some earthquake.
8.5 magnitude?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it was right outside Japan.
Right, so that just sent that tsunami fucking
I
flying.
remember feeling this earthquake and when I lived in that townhouse, bro.
No shit.
It was like 5 seconds long.
So what
but, like,
year would this have been? 2012?
This was 2012.
I remember a few different earthquakes from around that time period that we would have felt as like not much, but they would have felt like crazily.
Yeah.
I might.
The women
remember.
again call out to him, this time even
Phoenix,
more
welcome, bro.
frantically. But at
I'll
this
check that
point,
link out in a moment.
it was no use.
Is he like?
And when the camera
what
is
is
taken off Sato for just a
his
split
deal?
second, we can hear just from the women's reaction the exact moment that he swept away. The recording stops shortly after and restarts minutes later, revealing that the streets where the women had been standing just moments before were now fully underwater, and the buildings that once stood around them were now reduced to nothingness. In front of them was a sea of death, and had Mitsudo Sato not led them up that hill, then all of these women would have certainly been a part of it.
So wait, that guy saved them?
The date was March 11th,
No, it's
2011,
different guy,
a day where
different
Japan
guy.
had
Oh,
been hit by its most
wait, for
devastating
real? 'Cause I
earthquake,
thought-
part and had standing just in the it was no use. The women again call out to him this time. Water was once a full 2-story. Was Mitsudo Sato.
Yeah,
So
and then-
the exact streets were stiff and big ever. March 11th, not led them up that hill. Then in front of them was a sea of death. And had Mitsudo Sato not led them up
Doobie
that
just
hill,
said just grab a
then all
floaty.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, no, it says that he led them up that hill.
How'd he get back down there?
That's
What the fuck?
exactly what I'm wondering. How did he end up over there on the roof of that building? Maybe he pointed them in a direction?
Maybe.
I'm really
these
I'm not
women would have certainly
completely
been a
sure,
part of
but
it.
That's creepy. Not that is terrifying.
That's bananas.
The date
man.
was March 11th, 2011, a day where Japan had been hit by its most
Oh, it's
devastating
2011,
earthquake
not
ever,
2012.
with it ringing in at a magnitude 9.0, which
Jesus.
caused the nation's worst ever tsunami. As that day, 19,759 people would lose their lives, with Mitsuru Sato being one of them. But against all odds, his wife and daughter were not part of that death toll, as it's been reported that they were later found alive and unharmed. The devastation that occurred that day is incomprehensible, and all the footage of this disaster could warrant a place in this video.
The
especially
fire
the footage
combined
of
with all
Kanagawa,
the
as you
flooding
can see what
is
it
just
looked like
oh
before,
my god.
during,
Holy
and after.
shit.
But what I found so interesting about this was all throughout this disaster were stories like Sato's, a man who risked his life to save 20 women that he hardly knew, and a man who gave his life trying to save his family, walking directly into the path of the worst natural disaster in modern Japanese history, all in an attempt to save the ones that he loved. And I honestly find it quite beautiful that afterwards, these women adamantly shared his story and made sure that the world forever remembered Mitsuru Sato as the hero that he was. And of those 160 Chinese migrants who worked in the area, it was later reported that not a single one of them perished, which speaks volumes about the people of Anagawa, who so readily put others' lives before their own.
I never saw that one, Rez.
We just said from
Fire marshal is investigating a blaze in Georgetown. 2 people found dead inside the home, and so far it's not known how the fire
the
started.
man in the garage.
It was just past 5:30 a.m. on the
story's
17th of
called The Man in
February
the
2021,
The Man
when
in the
residents of a small
Garage?
neighborhood in Georgetown,
Yeah.
Ontario, were woken by the sound of sirens blaring. One man frantically grabbed his cell phone and rushed outside to record the unfolding scene, where he was met with a horrific sight. His neighbor's home was fully engulfed in flames.
Damn.
It must have happened quickly, as by the time rescue workers even arrived on the scene, there was already little hope of saving the house, or any of its occupants. It would take hours before that blaze was finally quelled, revealing the charred devastation inside, as firefighters would find the remains of 56-year-old Christina Rirak and 59-year-old Andrew Rirak within the home's garage. The cause of this fire was initially unknown, but quickly the situation was deemed suspicious when experts determined that the fire had started as a result of some sort of explosion that had happened within the garage where the couple's bodies were found.
She bad. Okay,
This was
Omar.
later confirmed by security footage obtained from a neighbor who lived across the street, capturing the moments when it suddenly ignited around 5:27 a.m. There was clearly something
Guys,
off
thank
with
you for
this
almost
case,
15
and things only
likes.
became more
Appreciate you very,
sinister
very
following
much.
the autopsies of Andrew and Christina, which revealed that they hadn't
bowl of
actually
cereal.
died in that fire, and instead, both of them had been stabbed to death,
What?
with Andrew also being badly beaten. This fire wasn't started to kill them, it was started to cover up their murder. And it did a good job of it too, as the scene was now left completely destroyed, with very little evidence being left behind. But there was something else investigators thought to check. That's security footage. The camera had been facing the garage where all of this carnage seemed to have happened, and so they thought maybe if they looked back far enough, it could at the very least show what had led up to this brutal attack. And so they rewound that footage, going back hours and hours, during all of which the garage had remained perfectly still, until they got all the way back to 6:42 of the day prior, February 16th. The film showed the moments that the couple had arrived home together inside of Christina's car, which Andrew had been driving that night, as he pulled uneventfully into the garage. This was the last time this couple was seen alive on camera, which on its own is disturbing enough. But as it turns out, there was something far more unsettling about this footage, as it revealed the fact that Christina and Andrew weren't alone.
What?
Oh.
Yo.
The footage showed a tall figure, its features completely shrouded in darkness, almost as if it were a shadow, with this figure lying in wait out of sight on the side of the house, until right after Andrew pulls the car into the garage, when this person slips in behind them. It's impossible to say for sure if the couple noticed this person or not, but it appears that they likely didn't, as they both start to exit the vehicle, to which the figure then ducks down in an attempt to avoid detection. Until the garage door begins to slowly close. Either Christina or Andrew would make it out of that garage alive, as just seconds after this footage, they both would be brutally murdered by this unidentified person.
What the fuck?
The footage is terrifying and speaks to that innate fear in most of us, the fear of being followed, of being watched, and attacked in the moments where we least expect it. It's paranoia-inducing, and made even more off-putting by the fact that this clearly seemed to be premeditated. Whoever this was knew their schedule and had been waiting for them to arrive home, in a place where they knew they wouldn't be seen. But by this point, their motivation was as unknown as their identity. Following the discovery of this footage, bits and pieces were released to the press in order to get the public's help in identifying this unknown assailant. It represented a rare instance of a killer being clearly caught on camera right before committing a crime, but that's also what made this case so frustrating, as despite the video capturing this person, none of their features were discernible at all.
Literally.
Unsurprisingly, the footage didn't bring in any relevant leads, but it at the very least showed investigators that whoever this person was knew the couple, due to its obvious premeditation. Though when looking into both Andrew and Christina, it was clear that neither of them really had any enemies in their life, with the exception of one. Harrison Brown was a 27-year-old employee at a company called Rogue Transportations, of which Christina happened to be the vice president of operations, and during his time there, Harrison was known to be abrasive and combative, with Christina often having to be the one to reprimand him, leading to Harrison resenting her. It isn't clear how police were tipped off about this strained working relationship, but they had somehow grown suspicious enough of Harrison to pay his home a visit, and what they found inside showed that this resentment he had towards Christina had actually morphed into a twisted obsession. Inside, police found satellite images of the Rearx home, along with the software on the man's computer and cell phone that showed that on the 12th of February, he had secretly attached a tracking device to Christina's car, and he had been tracking her movements for days, which is precisely how he knew when she would be arriving home. And as if this revelation wasn't damning enough, they would also find a broken knife in his garage that contained trace amounts of Christina's blood.
Yeah.
It was obvious what Harrison had done, and when confronted with this evidence, there was nothing more he could say other than the truth. So he admitted he had grown a hatred for Christina because of the way that she had treated him at work, and he decided that he needed to get his revenge. That's when he purchased this tracking device and began obsessing over her movements, studying them before finding the perfect time and place to strike. And on February 16th, he waited outside the Rearx home and snuck into their garage before attacking and killing them both. After the assault, Harrison would leave the home, where he began to grow paranoid about being caught, and so he returned to the house the very next morning to start that fire, with the hopes being that the blaze would cover up his tracks. Though thankfully, this didn't work, and after pleading guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of arson, Harrison Brown would be sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, fuck that piece
Easy
of
Cater
shit.
is the nationwide tech platform
Literally,
for ordering
what a
food for your
loser.
workplace. Find your favorite
So,
local
Gurf,
restaurants, place your
recap.
order,
A guy was
and
getting
provide your team
reprimanded
with
at
the
work
resources they need.
by
Like
a woman. Well, okay, first of all, you get clear footage of someone sneaking into this couple's garage. They're pulling home from, like, being out doing something together. And you see a shadowy figure walk into the garage, and that's the end. You don't know what happened. It was terrible. Oh my gosh. And then turns out this guy was getting reprimanded at work a lot by this poor woman in the car. He decided he was going to put a tracking device on her car, study her schedule, and use it to sneak into her house at the perfect time to murder her and her husband. And then he got so paranoid about it, he went back to burn their whole fucking house and bodies.
Yeah. Burn it.
Sick shit.
Look at your previous message. Weepy, why does your picture of the top look like a Smurf that guy head? Best head of his life. The picture is a drawing of me, my character, giving head, actually. So you're pretty close to that topic.
Horrible person
It's just-
indeed, Gerv.
It's just a drawing from a video game that I played a few months.
Trav, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Alright, guys, we're over halfway through with this one. After this, we're gonna be doing a funny meme break.
I've got an unresponsive female. I gotta mail the car. Refuse to get out.
Roll over TC.
It's the eve of Thanksgiving, 2015. Police officer Patrick Feaster sits in his cruiser parked alongside the road in the town of Paradise, California, waiting for his first action of this uncharacteristically quiet night. His car was facing the direction of a well-known local cantina, which patrons were known to drive away from under the influence. And sure enough, as the clock approached midnight, the calmness around Feaster would be shattered by the sight of a car speeding out of the restaurant's parking lot.
Whoa, that was freaky looking.
The car went unseen by Feaster's dashcam, but not by Feaster himself, as he took off, doing his best to catch up with the car that was now speeding down the road, and within a few seconds, he does. As the car slowly comes into frame for the first time, inside that vehicle was 26-year-old Andrew Thomas and his ex-wife, 23-year-old Darian Aaron. Andrew had been drinking heavily that night and was well over the legal limit, with his driving showing as much as he failed to pull over once Feaster approached him, resulting in a police chase that would only end up lasting just a few seconds.
Oh, shit.
All 20, on view, roll over TC, Pearson, just east of Black Olive.
Copy, roll over TC, east of Black Olive.
As Andrew would drive his car directly into a median, causing the SUV to flip over violently before coming to a halt on its side. In that instant, Darian was ejected from the vehicle, being thrown straight through the windshield and landing onto the asphalt, where, despite still being alive, her injuries were likely unsurvivable.
Oh.
But Andrew, on the other hand, was still inside the vehicle, and he seemed to have been left relatively unharmed. As perhaps being boosted by adrenaline, he quickly tried to crawl his way out of the car in a desperate attempt to check on Darian, with Officer Feaster's dashcam capturing the entire ordeal. Though just as Andrew attempted to do so, we see Feaster step into the frame, where he suddenly draws his gun and, without saying a single word, fires 2 shots at Andrew, with one of the bullets appearing to strike him, causing his body to go limp as he falls back into the car. It happened in a literal instant, so fast that it's clear Feaster had most likely accidentally discharged his weapon, as there was no attempt at communication before the shot was fired, with Andrew clearly posing no risk to him, as both of his hands were being used to hoist himself up. From the footage, this all seems to be a horrible accident, and one that Feaster seemed to recognize right away, as he rushed up to the car, pointing his flashlight at the man that he had just shot, staring at him for over 10 seconds, trying to make sense of what he had just done, before he finally snaps out of it and uses his radio to call for backup. Though this is when this already dark video starts to become much more disturbing.
Oh, man.
I've got an unresponsive female. I got a male in the car refusing to get out.
When Feaster makes this call, he never mentions the shooting, and instead he states that the driver was refusing to get out of the vehicle. This is then followed by Feaster walking away from the man and pointing his flashlight to the ground, almost as if he was looking for something.
Copy, give your cross on Black Olive.
Pearson.
Copy, Black Olive and Pearson.
With some theorizing that he was looking for his shell casings. Though right then, another officer arrives on the scene and begins to survey the wreckage.
Just her?
No, there's a male in the car refusing to get out.
He's not even
Where,
mentioning
again,
he shot.
Feaster says that Andrew was refusing to get out of the car, making no mention of the fact that he had just shot him. It's clear at this point what Feaster was trying to do. He was trying to cover up his accident, but this suddenly became more difficult when Andrew started to speak.
Okay, we got one. He's refusing to get out. Get out of the car, sir. Not shot, sir. Get out of the car.
Andrew Thomas was still alive and had muttered to Feaster that he had been shot, but even to his face, Feaster denies it. Shortly after, Andrew then tries to tell the other cop what had happened.
Sir, please come out of the car. This car is still on, and I don't want you to get hurt. Yeah, I was right there. I saw it.
get shot at the cantina? Who shot you? The cop did not shoot you.
But understandably, this other cop wasn't believing him, as surely Feaster would have said something at this point. And so the minutes start to pass. And after 5 full minutes, Feaster continues processing the scene like nothing had happened, with the other officer being left to theorize that Andrew must have been seriously injured and was likely in a state of shock, which is why he was making all of these strange claims about being shot.
He may be hurt in there. Yeah, I know he is. He's in shock at the very least.
From here, the footage cuts, and we're only left with the audio from that same officer's body cam, as he attempts to get more information from Andrew.
Sir, I need you to talk to me so I know you're okay. Sir, take a look at me. Did you bump your head?
But by this point, he had gone completely silent. 10 minutes later, the footage then cuts back on, this time to another officer's body cam, which shows that an ambulance had now finally arrived on the scene, with medics first directing their attention to Darian, who was in the worst shape, as she would tragically be pronounced dead shortly after. But despite all of these first responders on the scene,
this drunk
none of them
driving
had
asshole.
any idea that the man inside
crazy
that
he got
vehicle
shot
had
like
just
that.
been shot, and shot by one of their colleagues. And in these moments, Andrew was slowly losing his life as each minute passed.
Oh, man.
It would take 11 full minutes before Feaster finally confessed.
Sir, you hold this scene, Manny, with me. We're going over to the cantina to find out if this guy...
Take a shot at him. I wasn't even pointing at him. The guy could go on.
Saying that he might have shot the man, but he wasn't sure. And immediately after saying this,
Oh my God, are you serious?
the recording is stopped, and the footage comes to an end. Sure enough, in that moment, Officer Patrick Feaster had in fact shot Andrew Thomas, with a bullet striking him directly in the neck. And the reason why he wasn't getting out of his vehicle was because that gunshot had left him fully paralyzed from the neck down. His condition was awful, and made worse by the length of time that it took for him to receive proper treatment. And despite fighting for weeks, Andrew Thomas would lose his life less than 1 month later, due to that gunshot wound. Afterwards, Feaster admitted that he did fire his gun, but claimed that in the moment he wasn't actually sure if he had hit Andrew. But many found this hard to believe, as his gun clearly goes off while he's pointing it at Andrew, and he clearly gets a good view of him immediately after the fact. Not to mention the fact that Andrew literally told him over and over again that he was shot. But for many, by far the most incriminating moment was when Feaster appeared to be looking for his shell casings. And because of his actions, Officer Patrick Feaster would be found guilty of manslaughter
Look at that
and
piece of
receive a
shit,
prison
dude.
sentence.
He looks like
of
he'd fucking lie about
180
shooting somebody.
days. A decision that was heavily contested but ultimately upheld.
180 days?
And while no
Wait,
one is
what?
defending Andrew Thomas's decision to drink and drive that night, Feaster's use of deadly force and his blatant attempt at covering it up make this footage harrowing nonetheless.
Yeah. And that girl was alive enough to see that. I hope she wasn't conscious. That's fucking ridiculous.
You know when you get distracted by a fluffy little dog rocking the same necklace as you? Then suddenly, you've overdrafted. With Cash App, you're good.
Thank you
Get
so
free
much,
overdraft
Rez. I
coverage when you
appreciate
direct
you.
deposit
And you
at
know,
least
fuck that
$300
piece of
each
shit
month.
cop.
Do you know what eating cabbage can do to your heart? Cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable that
Fucking
resembles
disgusting.
lettuce and can be red, purple.
Do this for real, bro. I don't got no problem with giving back, man. I'm the only one out here with a show that's actually giving back, you feel me? And I got proof to show it.
It's May 2013. 23-year-old Quamaine Wilson arrives at his local
Didn't
bank
send
in
your
Chicago,
messages.
Illinois, to deposit $20,000 cash, which he planned on giving out to groups of his most adoring fans.
Man, about to go get this $1,000 out for the
when did you send it,
man.
Rez?
Really, I'm gonna take out 20,000, man. Just to show people, you feel me? I'm on a whole different level with this.
To this point, Quamaine had carved out a
'Cause if you've
respectable
sent it
following on
since
his
the
YouTube
stream
channel,
started,
where
I
he
haven't
acted
looked
in a
at the name
series
since the
called
stream
The Nick
started.
Story.
One more word out your mouth, and that's your last. It's your life. I'm gonna take it myself and put it in my graveyard with the rest of them.
Maybe
Along with
this
posting
isn't
music he
who I
made
thought it
under the
was.
name Young QC.
This is not who I thought it was at all. I'm a fucking moron.
Based on his viewership alone, his success was apparent, and he wasn't shy
Raz, I
about
said
showing off
when,
the wealth
not
that
where,
he
bro.
claimed to
But
have
if it was
accrued as a
after the
result
stream
of it,
started, I
posting
don't
photos and
check
videos
stuff
of
during the
himself
stream.
flaunting large amounts of cash across his social media pages. But this video was by far his most boastful yet, as he would take that $20,000 and throw it into the air for all of his fans to fight over.
Yeah.
With Quamain clearly relishing in the opportunity to show off his riches, despite the fact that behind the scenes, things weren't quite as they seemed.
Yeah.
The truth was, Quamain had actually earned very little from his channel despite its viewership, with this being on account of his videos containing copywritten music, and the fact that he only had a dozen or so uploads. In fact, his social media flexing had started well before he even made his first video,
The fuck?
as in reality, all of this money was coming straight from his mother,
What?
Yolanda Holmes. Having started a successful business in Chicago, Yolanda made a great living for herself and Quamain. And being her only son, Quamain was given just about anything he could have asked for. She would buy him designer clothes, jewelry, and even the Mustang seen in this video. But for Quamain, it never seemed to be enough. He wanted to achieve a life of fame and riches, and he used his mother's finances to sell the illusion that he already had, asking her again and again to purchase him things that could help him sell this dream. Until one day, it all came crashing down, when Yolanda would tragically lose her life.
She said no.
Just like that, Quamain's entire support system had fallen out beneath his feet,
Oh, wait.
leaving him without his mother and without the provider who was funding his entire life.
I take that back. I guess he didn't kill her. Oopsie daisy.
But strangely, this didn't seem to stop his lavish online presence. In fact, his spending only seemed to increase after this.
Hold that thought, I might have been right.
As this footage of him giving away money to fans actually took place after the death of his mother, which became extremely off-putting for law enforcement, as Yolanda hadn't simply passed away, and instead, she had been brutally murdered.
God fucking damn it!
You called it.
Unfortunately.
Quamain had learned
Who
something shortly
kills
before
their
Yolanda's
mom
passing,
before...
that not only were his mother's savings entirely willed to him, but she had also taken out 2 life insurance policies, in which he was the sole beneficiary. And despite Yolanda giving him anything that he could have asked for, it seemed that by this point, Quamain had simply grown tired of having to ask. And so, on September 2nd, 2012, he would offer his friend Eugene Spencer $3,500 to kill his own mother. Eugene accepted the offer, and that night he would travel to the apartment of Yolanda Holmes late at night, where he entered her room and shot her multiple times as she slept.
Oh my god.
At the time, her boyfriend had been sleeping next to her,
Mizer,
and despite jumping up and
welcome
doing his
to
best
the
to fight off the attacker,
stream.
Eugene
How
would
are
eventually
ya?
beat him unconscious before fleeing the scene. Eugene would call Quamain immediately after the attack to tell him that the job was done, but rather than feeling any sort of guilt, Quamain instead had no emotion, and he simply stated, "Make sure the bitch is dead."
Yeah.
And so Eugene went back up to that unit, this time brandishing a knife, and repeatedly stabbed Yolanda until he was absolutely certain she was gone. And with that, Quamain Holmes was a rich man, and it only cost him the life of his own mother.
Right, killing somebody for
a moment, the crime had worked
$3,500 for
perfectly.
real?
The police were left with no concrete leads as to who might have killed Yolanda, and the public
Bananas,
largely believed
dude.
that it was her boyfriend, whom Eugene had knocked unconscious. But no one even thought to look at Quamain. And recognizing that he was in the clear, his behavior grew brazen almost immediately.
Quamain Wilson lost his mother to gun violence on November 14th.
My mother, she was a neighborhood woman. A guy entered her home, and murdered her, just to steal.
As he went on
What a
TV to
piece
talk
of
about his mother's
fucking
murder,
shit.
where he peddled the theory to the public that this was some sort of botched robbery. All the while, he showed no emotion. He wouldn't even wait a full week before depositing the money, as he took out $90,000 within just the first few days, and immediately began showing it off to his followers.
Yeah.
And in this footage, where he gave away that $20,000, throwing it into the air as if it meant nothing to him,
No, what an absolute
every cent of that
dog shit
had come
human
from
being.
the death of his own mother, a death in which he was entirely responsible for. It would take over a full year for Quamain and Eugene to be caught, with police largely being tipped off by his online antics.
I bet.
And in the end, Eugene was given a 100-year prison sentence.
Fuck him.
While Quamain received 99 years.
Should've.
With his legacy now permanently defined.
What a stupid fucking distinction. Can we...
1 year difference.
Alright, so You killed that woman. We're gonna full century. You, however, stole all of her money and orchestrated the entire thing, planned it, paid the man to do it. We're gonna go a little easy on you and go 99. Gee, thank you, Judge.
Oh my God, bro.
Maybe they just wanted to like give him the hope that it was gonna be better. Like we are giving you a shorter sentence though. Don't worry, Quamaine. You didn't kill nobody.
It's like 99 years.
99 years for you. You know what? Now that I think about it like that, that's fucking baller as fuck. He said, "Fuck him."
It's fucking awesome, bro.
He doesn't even get the full 100. 99.
His creation
bitch.
of one of YouTube's
Thanks for the 1 year,
darkest
Judge.
videos.
Nah, the drill. I think he should sit in a cell and think about not having any money to spend for the rest of his life. Yeah, you see, for me, the death sentence just feels like an easy
I want to give one last
way
thank you to
out.
this video sponsor, MyHeritage. Use my link down below to
Like,
get your
unless it's gravely apparent how much the person that did the crime fears death, then I think it's better to just let them sit and fucking rot, knowing they can never enjoy the life that they killed somebody and ruined their life to try and live. Like, he has to live a life with no money, eating prison food forever until he dies. That's done. Weepy, any way in?
I agree. I believe he deserves to suffer for this. I feel like death's an easy way to escape that punishment right there.
Word.
It's not something. It's insane. You know, the go through all that and then go on the news and say that she was murdered and they tried to steal something.
Like, how can you look in the camera and just say, like, my mother was a good woman, and, like, fuck you,
and then take $90,000
and
just give it away.
She worked her life for that money. She gave you everything that you wanted.
And he only did that for internet fame.
Which wasn't even real. It was all fake.
It wasn't real.
Bro had no talent. His clout was coming from the fact he was holding money next to his face.
Yeah.
Like, fucking... Ugh, I don't even know, man. This is straight disgust. Disgust. Watch Darkest Kids TV shows ever made. So, Omar, we're going to watch that, but first, we have a couple different things to check out. We had a suggestion for... Was it Painter Analog?
Painter Analog, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and do Painter Analog, depending how long it is, followed by a meme break. Then we can take a look at Darkest Kids TV show ever made. We might skim that a bit. Alex Bale made a new theory video. Did you catch that, Weepy?
What?
Alex Bale made a new theory video. I just said that.
What's it on?
Oh.
I will watch that. That'll be the nail in the coffin.
The Painter. Ooh, they're all like 2 minutes apiece. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
The Amateur is now streaming
What is this?
on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
That's the guy who played Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, we have Rami Malek
can't
killing
do what
people.
I do, no matter how
Oh,
much
it's that guy.
You're just
Yeah,
not
he's in the
killer,
Matrix.
Yeah, Morbius.
Yeah.
Are you done? No.
Hey, John Bernthal. Look at this. Look at everybody in here.
He's telling us Tom Cruise.
The Amateur. Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
The Amateur.
Step into Hojo,
See,
where the
pretty
whole family is
professional,
welcome, where the rooms are vibrant and modern. Free
That's a big bed.
Whoa.
Warning: the following footage may be disturbing to some audiences.
It's freaky.
Viewer discretion is advised.
6 months ago,
6 months
police found 3 paintings stored away in an abandoned storage area, each titled after fuck.
Recent murders. First victim was Carla Gray, found with 36 stab wounds to her face and all of her teeth removed.
On the back of
On the back of the first
painting. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh. Don't tell me they used the real teeth in the painting.
I don't know.
Was Jackie Graham found drowned with 27 stab wounds in the
Perineum. She was alive?
Titled Floating Jack. Oh my god.
What is this one? I don't get this one.
Last victim was James Miller, found with his face torn off, the wrist still open.
Autopsy showed that James was alive for several days without a face. Jesus.
Third painting was named James' Face. Is it his face? Oh.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. This one's kind of dumb.
2 months later, several more paintings were discovered. However, the titles of these paintings did not seem to be connected to any known cases of.
You know, a lot of the analog horrors are fake. The drill. But
the
they're supposed to just be interesting and kind of cool. I think this one's kind of dumb.
Ooh. After going public with his case and sharing the paintings in the hope of saving anyone that may be depicted, police received their 3 photos in the mail.
Well, Omar, you can
Victims.
you can be alive without a face. It'd be an extremely painful thing. Self-portrait was found 2 days ago. This is the painting. You see, this was really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Phoenix, were you saying not to watch this one because it's dumb? Because you're right.
I'll get a jump scare, right?
Oh, was there one? Is there a jump scare? No.
No.
There was nothing worth it.
That was just creepy paintings.
Urban
Paintings were
Spook
creepy.
is the name of the channel this came from. Yeah, I don't know. Like, some of the analog horror stuff I think is really cool. Other stuff is just, like, very lackluster. I feel like it was made in, like, a MS Paint clip art.
Yeah.
Phoenix, it gets worse the more... Oh, so as you watch more, it gets consecutively more, like, worse. I don't know. I just don't find it particularly drawing me in. There have been a lot better ones, I feel like. Whoa! Alright, let's go ahead and catch... What the fuck? Gay Italian pregnant? Yo, I didn't know there was a bunch of lore behind pregnant gay Luigi.
What?
Kind of cool. I fuck with that. Should we keep this on the back burner? Who's Frankie Faye? I've never heard of her.
It's the big summer sale. Shop and save on
pregnant, too.
styles
Look at
made
that.
to match
Merry
your summer energy.
Christmas.
The ad is a pregnant woman, and we're about to watch a pregnant gay woman.
It's a strange time to be named Luigi, especially if you're fat, gay, and dating your brother. Since the dawn of the internet, Luigi, unlike Mario, has consistently been the target of the weirdest fetish art ever made.
I love the Luigi's
Whether he's
Mansion in
9
the background.
months
You hear
pregnant,
that?
inflated, or passionately making out with his own brother, Luigi fan art is so bizarre
Hell
that
yeah.
pundits have even accused it
fucking
of
hot.
attacking family values. But how did politicians find
Yo,
out
look at the
about
twerking
Super
Luigi
Mario
in the back.
incest in the first place? Why
Look
is
at us.
DeviantArt obsessed with corrupting Luigi
Oh my
specifically?
God, I
and
love
how
Luigi.
is his downfall linked to the
bet
housing
Nintendo
crisis
loves
of
when fans do
2008? This is the unbelievable sequence of events that got Luigi pregnant. This is
Oh my God.
bad art history.
I did not need any of this.
No.
Yeah, this is what I call an intro.
Like
right
most
here.
things gay and weird, our story begins in the 90s with a company called Dick City Animation.
Oh? Dick.
Before we bust that one
What the
open, in
fuck?
case you've never seen this, pregnant, inflated, gay Luigi is a subgenre of fetish art that's been floating around the internet for at least 15 years.
Fuck
And
yeah.
while it's easy to look at something like this
The
and assume
pinnacle
that
of
it's
human
nothing
engineering.
more than DeviantArt weirdness, as soon as you try to figure out where any of it came from, nothing makes sense. Why was almost all of it a one-time thing for the artists who made it? Irony alone does not explain
Everyone
this,
just
but I
had
think
that
I figured
weird
out what happened.
urge to
In the
make a pregnant
mid-2000s,
Luigi
3 events
one
would
time.
unfold in rapid succession and ruin Luigi's life.
Had to
First,
be
in
trend.
2005, some jabroni goes to the zoo and uploads a video of it to a new
we're going way
website
back.
called
Goddamn.
YouTube. Then,
Oh, yeah.
in 2006, a British kids channel begins airing reruns of a Mario cartoon so famously ass that it broke thousands of young minds.
I didn't think it was
and in
that bad. Fuck you,
2007,
lady.
VHS tapes of this show would make their way into the hands of the infamous YouTube poop community. But we're missing
Oh
something.
my
There's
God,
only
my
one
people.
character in existence who could have reasonably gotten Luigi pregnant. A character conspicuously absent from an obscure educational game from 1993.
Mario is missing.
Strap in for the most batshit crazy art
Remember that's on
history
my Wii?
lesson of your life.
Yeah.
You tired or something?
No. I'm watching, trying to figure out.
In
what the hell's going on.
1985, Super Mario Bros. Came out for the NES and
Hell
changed
yeah.
the entertainment landscape forever. And I'm sure this is familiar to you, but to kids in the 80s, this was the equivalent of landing on the moon. So meteoric was Super Mario's success that
What
a
on
few
earth?
short
How do we
years
get
and
from body
sequels
cam
later,
footage
it
to
had
this?
inspired
Hey, man, this is
multiple
important
shows,
stuff.
live action and animated of
watch
hilariously
what Gerb
inconsistent
said?
quality. It's
Suggestion,
worth
the unsolved
remembering that
mystery
during the
of
80s and
Appalachia,
90s, cartoons made for the sole
Ooh,
purpose
we're
of
definitely
pushing
gonna
action
watch that.
figures
Is
were
that the new-
becoming a
is that the new
fixture
theory
of
video?
children's entertainment, which, in case you ever wondered, is why they all have
that a
that, which were
Rambo
becoming a
TV show?
fixture of children's entertainment,
What?
which, in case you ever wondered, is why they all have that look. But the Super Mario marketing department wasn't merely content traumatizing thousands of Japanese kids
Yo.
with 2 overweight Italians in front of a
Hell
green
yeah.
screen. So they quickly got to work with more experimental types of spin-offs. And one of the earliest staples of hardcore PC gaming
Thank
was
you, the
born.
drill.
Released for the MS-DOS in January 1993, Mario is Missing was a truly subversive
Thank you,
point-and-click
big dog. I
adventure
appreciate
game
you.
in which you play as Luigi, who must rescue Mario from Bowser's clutches and foil Bowser's plan to buy enough hairdryers to melt all the ice of Antarctica. But the plot of the game is irrelevant because its true legacy came in the form of one drawing. This unintentionally blood-curdling image of Luigi kind of
Ouija.
standing there and making a terrifying face. And this was the beginning of the end for Luigi fan art, for reasons you'll understand very shortly. The next summer, following the smash hit of Mario is Missing, a game would come out for the now infamous CDI console extension. A game so absolutely ass, with cutscenes so poorly acted and animated that the development team was firing staff halfway through production for making assets that were simply too ugly. The resulting monstrosity, Hotel Mario, became a cult classic for how visually offensive it was that it would come back into the fold 14 years later in the form of YouTube poops.
Ah, yes.
And if you don't know what a YouTube poop is, you were way too young to be watching this. Get
You
off
missed
my channel.
out. You
But
missed
before we
out.
get there,
Mhm.
you
You
made
just
me ask
missed
myself,
your mark.
Frankie, this is all very educational. But at what point does Luigi get pregnant?
No, on God, I'm
In
waiting for the
addition to
plot
growing
development.
collection of janky Luigi images generated by these games was a spin-off TV series called Super Mario World, produced
Oh,
by a
shit.
now shuttered studio called The Incredible World of Dick.
Pause. And continue.
This show, much like Hotel Mario and Mario is Missing, was pretty charmingly bad. And it was quite the blink or you'll miss it phenomenon because it only ran for 3 months.
Is she
in
from New York?
1991.
She
Its
sounds like
greatest
she's from New York.
contribution, cementing it in
Yeah.
shitpost history, was its final episode.
History? Why did she say that like that?
Contribution, cementing it in shitpost history, was
History. Is that how New York people say it? Hey, I'm walking through history.
91. But its greatest contribution, cementing it in shitpost history, was its final episode.
I'm so upset by that.
The plot is pretty cut. and dry.
Mama
Luigi
Luigi.
recounts
Mama
how
Luigi. This is
character
classic shit right
referring
here,
to
boys.
himself like this.
That'll teach you to mess with my new little buddy Yoshi. Cool it, caterpillar breath. I'm not your mama.
Mama Luigi.
YouTube poops,
Kill
the
me
intellectual
now.
backbone of visual media. The stuff that so profoundly cooked
fuck
my
was
brain
that?
as a kid that I
The shit that
grew
makes
up
Weepy
watching
laugh,
videos
ladies and
about
gentlemen.
this. But what are they, and why do they matter? By definition, a YouTube poop is not just a video that sucks.
I love how
It's
she
a
says
type of
poop.
mashup made of pre-existing
Poop.
media that
Poop.
gained enormous traction in 2006. The availability of home computers, the monstrous popularity of Windows XP, and the prevalence of an editing software you may have heard of called Windows Movie Maker meant that just about
Oh my
anyone
God.
could slam together clips from games and shows, raise the volume to something known as ear rape, slap 300 rainbow filters onto it, and call it a day. These
I really wish I would have been one of those YouTube poop kids growing up.
for the 2000s
Yeah.
era
That would have
of
been so
explosive,
great.
random humor.
What the fuck?
I'm a fire in my
For
laser.
this genre were Hotel Mario, Mario is Missing, and of course, Super Mario World.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell.
Before you die.
Between 2006
Oh
and
my
somewhere
god.
around
I used to love
2012,
watching
you
that
could throw a
video.
stone
And if you do
punch it
drugs,
without hitting
you go to
spaghetti.
hell before you die.
Ouija.
Here, take Ouija!
The sky had a baby.
This guy
Had
had
a
Pokemon.
Ouija!
And notably, Mama Luigi.
Oh yeah.
But the metaphorical water most likely broke in 2008.
RuneScape is
when
goated
YouTuber
as fuck, on
Tippin' Man
God.
Uploaded the legendary
Just get back from the
poop.
RuneScape story,
Mama
hell yeah.
Luigi gets pregnant and dies. And the
What?
timing is no coincidence. Mama Luigi gets pregnant and dies. And the timing is no coincidence. Smack in the middle of the YouTube poop golden age, in 2009, this Luigi pregnancy fan art was gifted to the world. Created by DeviantArt Mpreg furry fetish artist Big Wolf, which is a sentence I defy you to tell me has existed before this. This palette swap
I'm sorry, what
Luigi
was his tagline again? Let me hear that.
created by DeviantArt Mpreg furry fetish artist Big Wolf,
Impreg.
which is a sentence I defy
So,
you.
let's
Mpreg
see.
furry pregnancy fan art was gifted to the
So,
world.
let's run this down.
Created by DeviantArt Mpreg
So DeviantArt, Impreg,
furry fetish artist
furry fetish artist. Okay, so let's see. We got DeviantArt, impregnation fetish, furry fetish. That's a recipe for Luigi getting pregnant.
Big Wolf,
Hey,
which is
Luigi.
a sentence I defy you to tell me has existed before this.
You invented
this
it, hon.
palette swap Luigi was a cultural
Big
synthesis.
Wolf.
Numerous fetish artists
Big
likely
Wolf.
inspired by some of the
Big
darker
Wolf's the
themes
reason
of
why
his
this world
Mario
sucks.
That's
poop
it. That's
threw
it. This
their
was the
hats
turning
into the
point.
ring
It
with
was
their own
9/11
renditions of Luigi bearing
and
a
Big
child,
Wolf.
gaining dangerous amounts
Yeah.
of weight, and so
Ruined
forth.
everything.
And for what it's worth, YouTube poops touched on a variety of grave subject matter, including assault, pregnancy, unwanted
Why did they
fatherhood,
double down
death,
on the Mama
and so
Luigi?
on.
They
But we're
literally
not even
doubled
close to
down.
done with this
Like
yet,
there's
because
no
there are two
taking it
majorly
back.
confounding factors that we haven't even talked about yet: the recession and gay rights.
Woo! Fuck yeah! That's what I've been waiting for, baby!
In the
June!
90s, there was a massive development in the fan art space. In 1998, when I was 0 and therefore could not intervene, two bloggers
Me
going by
too.
the pseudonyms Talia Johnson and Texas Ranger coined the term Mpreg, or at least its earliest known use online. While male pregnancy is by no means a recent literary invention, the rise of fanfic sites like fanfiction.net and AO3, among others,
Oh,
allowed
shit. I
untold
forgot all
numbers of
about
devoted
Archive
fans
Your
to
Own.
publish literally anything they could think of. And this is a
What the
separate
fuck
institution.
was that?
Yoshi and Toad.
The more I look at it, the better it is. Look at his lips.
Slobber from the lips.
And then you got the wolf in the background. Bro, literally, you know that song that goes like, so what if you could see? It's... That's the song playing over this.
They could think of. And while this is a separate, larger phenomenon of its
The
own,
spit on his
slow
cheeks.
But unstoppable
Oh.
tide of anime and manga in the
Ooh,
English-speaking
anime and
world
manga.
coincided perfectly with fangirl
Fuck
antics.
yeah.
And before long, by the mid-2000s, otaku culture was in full swing.
Yep.
Anime and video game fans of all kinds wrote fanfics about
I love those animations. Oh my gosh.
Getting pregnant, being forced to shower together at Sonic Fighting Academy.
Forced? I don't know about that.
Pregnant dudes, in fact, are such a staple of fangirl culture.
Was it Sanji?
Pregnant dudes, in fact, are such a
What the fuck is Sanji doing there?
There's an entire genre of alternate universe fiction called the Omegaverse. The crux of it is like there's guys and gals who desperately need to get pregnant, and then there's like these other guys and they get those guys pregnant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a hierarchy.
I know it sounds crazy, but they literally did this in Fairly Odd Parents. They had an hour-long special where Cosmo gets pregnant and gives birth to a baby.
Yo, I forgot that was just in our culture.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that
what the fuck was that?
The creator of the show.
Not actually gay. Were largely done for the novelty and the taboo factor. Not necessarily because everyone back in 2004 was especially impassioned about gay marriage. And because many of these fics were expressly
I'm
written to
getting
be
tears
smut,
of
there was
joy.
also a
My
great
childhood.
deal of incest. In fact, I remember when Orin High School Host Club was poppin' when I was like 11.
Yo! Tell me we weren't just fucking talking about this. It's Oren High School Host Club.
In fact, I remember when Orin High School Host
Maybe
Club was
you're my
poppin' when I was
love.
11. I remember seeing those prehistoric memes, the twincest memes with the two twins.
Oh my god, the twincest yaoi actually goes so deep because I had a ex-girlfriend in middle school, and she was literally like obsessed with like yaoi and twincest and all that weird shit. And you know what? I will forever look back at that relationship as one of the worst decisions of my life. Let's keep watching.
Does anybody remember what that is? Shipping siblings together because it was le smexy yaoi was relatively popular.
What's in the middle of her eyes?
What is in the middle of it?
What is that? I'm just noticing that. What is that? It's like the number 9 is in between in her irises.
Yeah. Does she have contacts in?
That's what I'm...
And those Super
Oh,
Mario
wait, you know what? You know what? I'm fucking stupid. I think it's a ring light.
It might be a ring light.
I think I'm getting fucked with or something. What did I just skip to? Look, it's Mario.
Gay partner Luigi.
So long, gay Bowser.
And there's this Peach.
Le smexy yaoi was relatively popular, and though Super Mario as a franchise never had the type of fangirl following that, say, Legend of Zelda did, there were nevertheless trailblazing DeviantArt users that would stop at nothing to make sure Mario got Luigi pregnant.
Damn straight.
Mario Bros. Yaoi Fan 12 was actually such a major influence on Super
no.
Mario incest that her
Lest we
artwork
forget
from 2011, mind
our
you,
hero
still comes up in relevant Google searches today.
Damn
but
straight
after
he does.
2011, there was a noticeable decline in the volume of pregnant Luigi art, which I
No.
think coincides with the death of YouTube poop culture. As YouTube developed its corporate identity and sought to make itself more palatable to advertisers, its early, rough-around-the-edges era faded into irrelevance. And the fact was, in the early 2010s, calling things gay did not really hit the same. The topic of gay rights and gay equality was about to explode into the mainstream political discourse. And gay fan art that was once considered a gag had taken on a degree of post-ironic sincerity. Which is to say, even though there was no political appetite for incest, drawing Mario and Luigi locking lips was now seen as more completely universally funny than it possibly was offensive. But not by everyone. This joke fan art of Mario and Luigi making out, which funny enough actually did come
Are we getting into
YouTube
Nintendo
era,
finally?
randomly resurfaced in 2019 in the form of a hoax tweet by an account pretending to be Nintendo of America.
Holy shit.
The account, which misspelled the word Nintendo, tweeted the gay Mario incest image with the caption, "Happy #Pride Month. Our staff is filled with people of all sexualities, so we love supporting that." And even though anyone with eyes could see
It went viral and they thought it was
British
Nintendo.
conservative commentator Sebastian Gorka felt the degree of wokeness on display was so off the charts, he fired back, tweeting at the actual Nintendo
Oh,
America.
no.
So Nintendo America is promoting incest now? Also, I want to be clear.
Oh,
Georgia
no.
is a human being. People fall for things
Oh,
all
no.
the time.
When
Just
the
recently,
meme
I
breaks
saw a
into the
tweet
real
about a
world.
totally bogus lost media game from like South Sudan called The Adventures of Sexdick, and I uncritically just believed it was true. I just thought this was a particularly
Is it bad? I immediately believed it. Like I was right on board with Sex Dick there. I was ready to pre-order that shit.
funny
That was
interpretation of that tweet. And now that we covered shitty
Why the
educational games,
fuck did his
geeky
face?
cartoons,
Okay,
YouTube
Yoshi, I'm
poops,
just
and
gonna stop.
Super Incest Brothers.
Bump.
I saved the craziest part for last. I have a theory about the 2008 recession and Luigi inflation and thickness that is so genuinely insane that I only teased it in the intro because I did not actually want to lead with it. But I think
Fair
there's
enough.
potentially a little something there, so please hear me out.
All right.
As you may remember, the recession began in the tail end of 2007 and was over by the summer of 2009. Recession pop, as it's retroactively been called,
Jim
was
Carrey's
characterized by optimism, loudness, and excess. And following in this theme of general excess, common wisdom tells
Being
us that in
born
times
during
of
the
financial
recession
or
was, like,
resource
so
hardship,
fucking
men
great.
tend to prefer a more voluptuous female figure because it suggests biological fitness. But in order not to go off speculation alone, I found contemporaneous articles from 2008 and 2010 suggesting that attitudes in the US during the recession and after were shifting in the direction of thickness. Studies from 2013 and 2020 also positively state that in times of hardship, men tend to prefer a curvier body.
Word.
This also lines up, potentially as a coincidence, with a more bottom-heavy, ample beauty standard throughout the 2010s. Now, I'm not saying this is causative, or that it is the sole reason for the spate of Luigi weight gain and inflation art in the 2010s. However, I cannot help but notice the intersection of loud, excessive, bombastic early 2010s humor of the rise of the thick movement and Luigi art that looks like this. And as for this artwork, by the way, though this image was fleetingly a meme
Holy
in 2019,
shit.
it's actually legitimate fetish art made by artist Lou the Pyro. The fetish in question, but inflation. This is just my game theory. There is, as you can imagine, zero research into this topic. I just really needed to tell you that I made this observation during the research. And this leaves us with merely one loose end. Why Luigi? This question does not have a single answer, but the simplest explanation is that Luigi is portrayed as the younger, taller, slimmer, timid counterpart to his older brother. Put simply, he's kind of adorable. And if deviant art specializes in nothing else, it's taking a character you find wholesome and corrupting him in a way that sends you to therapy for the rest of your life. In fact, one of the more well-known examples of sexy Luigi corruption art that you have most likely seen is this image of a muscle-bound Luigi made by an unknown artist in 2015.
I love
Though
it.
something about this feels distinctly like joke
I've never
fetish
seen that
art.
before in my life.
Fetish art is fetish art. This illustration, known by its moniker, That's How It Is on This Bitch of an Earth, fully subverts Luigi's character by depicting him as stoic and powerful. Though the original drawing did not actually include any text, the version that was widely circulated in 2015 in the form of this picture of a blanket gained such notoriety that even Shadman, an artist with a reputation for being horrendously edgy and offensive, made raving rabbids.
More capacity?
Motherfucker.
More cupcakes. The KitchenAid bowl lift stand mixer.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects.
When an ad strikes and interrupts my fucking video.
Migraine again.
Oh,
You
I had to
brought
get.
Skip. Better pop a skip button.
Came from. Amazingly, it is not actually just an edgy meme. It originates from the 1953 play Waiting for Godot, as authored by Samuel Beckett.
That's how it is on this bitch of an earth. Luigi 2012.
Suspects. But it seems that his intense affair with inflation and the miracle of life is over, at least for now.
Heyo.
YouTube poops are still being made, but they are nowhere near the cultural force that they used to be. And this is
Unfortunately, we're all in a fucking meme recession right now.
I was incapacitated for a week with back pain. Luigi and back pain. I genuinely could not come up with more insane timing for a joke if I tried. Because that's how it is on this bitch of an earth. This has been Bad Art History.
I really wish you would have just had it end on That's just how it is on this bitch of an earth. Alright, what do we got next?
Meme thing now.
Does that count as our meme break, Weepy? Or
I mean,
did you have something else in mind?
I mean, we can watch some more memes if you want, but if you want something else, you can. Like the Alex Bale.
Yeah, we got the Alex Bale waiting.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what was Gurf's last comment? Oh, is she from New York? Okay. Gurf, are you still here, baby? Because I think you were the one that brought up the, fuck, I'm not trying to clip this.
This video was made...
Alright, thank you, come again. Guys, what do we got next? Ooh, actually, while it's still on my brain, I want to show you the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer.
Ah.
It looks so fucking good. If you've played Mortal Kombat 9, then this is gonna speak to your heart and soul.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
I cannot wait to see this shit, dog.
Where the hell am I?
It's
Katana.
called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Shao Kahn.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the fate of your world. You dickhead dinner what?
Jade.
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
Baraka's mouth looked weird as fuck there. You right about that, Raz. It looks kind of strange.
There's a war going on outside. You could run, but you can't hide forever, ever.
It looks good as fuck.
It's time.
Like what?
To become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Woo! But here it comes. Get ready, bitches.
Get over here!
Oh!
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Yo. Everything about that is so tight. From Doom Guy to Billy... I didn't even know he was Doom Guy. Billy Butcher and Johnny Cage. Fucking A. I love Carl Urban.
That's fucking awesome.
Watch the Johnny Cage trailer. I didn't realize it was two separate trailers. We might check that one out later. I just wanted to show that one to Weepy real quick. Why the hell is Chris Chan popping up? Is there something new with that? No? Okay. You want to watch the hour-and-a-half long explanation of the Sonic universe? No? Okay. I thought you would want to.
Handler here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonic.
Sonic!
He may look a little different than he does in my comics, but he...
I think I've seen enough. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't think I ever want to see this dude again.
Christian?
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Alright, what are we watching next?
You want to do the Alex Bale video?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I know.
I didn't mean to put SpongeBob. The video you suggested, Gerp, that was the Alex Bale video, right? Or was it somebody else? Because there's nothing new here, I don't think.
High School Musical Theory. That's the newest one.
High School Musical? Think so?
I mean, I've seen all of them but that one.
Okay, I haven't seen this one either. I think this one is always going to hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, that one goes so hard.
The stakes have been raised.
We might check out a couple
and
old
covered
Vine
in
videos.
cheese.
I don't know. Vine doesn't really hit for me anymore, like it did back in the day. Man, cheesesteaks sounds banging right now.
Or sing in a musical. They are by no means disturbing films.
You're the team leader, not a singer.
Do you ever think maybe I could be both? Our team is coming apart because of your singing thing. I don't think so.
I've always thought there was something disturbing about High School Musical.
Bro thinks everything
I know that
is
sounds
disturbing.
strange because these movies are made to be anything but disturbing. They are the quintessential cheesy Disney Channel originals where everyone is always smiling and singing, and the biggest conflict is whether Troy will play basketball or sing in a musical. They are by no means disturbing films. But if you really think about it, you'll notice these movies all have a very strange contradiction. These are musicals where the characters are singing and dancing about the fact that they don't want to sing and dance.
Hip-hop is my passion. I love to pop and lock and jam and break.
There are scenes where Chad tells Troy he shouldn't sing, immediately followed by Chad suddenly breaking into a giant choreographed song and dance.
So dude, you know that school musical thing? Is it true you get extra credit just for auditioning?
Who cares? You ever think LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal auditioned for their school musical?
I gotta get my head in the game.
There's even a song called I Don't Dance that Chad sings while he's dancing. It's a really weird contradiction that's always kind of creeped me out for some reason. It almost gives you the impression that these characters aren't in control or are aware of what their bodies are doing. But obviously, we're not really supposed to question the logic of these songs, because that's just kind of how musicals work. These are just fantasy, non-diegetic songs that only we, the audience, can see. There's nothing strange about them. So I tried my best to just ignore the creepy feeling I got from these movies, but the more I rewatched them, the more I couldn't deny that there was something very wrong with the students at East High. I believe that behind the smiles and the singing is a very dark secret about this school. A secret that the filmmakers intentionally hid within these movies 17 years ago that today I intend to solve. This is the High School Musical theory.
You love watching Alex Bale's videos on the internet, but oh no, you've been hacked by a computer virus.
If only there was a safer way to use the internet.
Introducing Private Internet Access. Did you know that when you use the internet, your device sends out tons of private information that hackers, shady government agencies, and even advertisers can steal?
Oh no, I hate advertisers.
Private Internet Access, VPN, helps protect your data by encrypting your internet connection through their world-class server infrastructure, with servers in 91 different countries and all 50 United States.
Okay, I don't think I need to get a VPN to use the internet.
Your IP address is 10 04.142. You live in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
stop.
Your credit card
Stop
number is
that.
your passport.
Okay, I'll get a VPN. Just stop. What the fuck? Just stop.
Private Internet Access is the world's most transparent VPN provider with over 30 million downloads and strict no-logs policy. They never record or store user data.
And I can use private internet access on an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time with just one subscription? Who are you people?
And that's not all. You can even use Private Internet Access VPN to access geo-restricted content on streaming services. I love when Sheldon says, Bazinga! Signing up to Private Internet Access is risk-free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and they even have 24/7 customer support.
Wow, this all sounds really great. Thank you so much. This is amazing.
The world ended in 2012, and we've all been experiencing a mass hallucination ever since.
What?
Oh my god.
Pause.
By going to piavpn.com/Alex Bale, you can get an 83% discount on private internet access. That's right, it only costs $2.03 a month.
What was that you said about the world ending in 2012?
And that's not all. You'll even get 4 extra months completely free. But this incredible offer won't last, so use the link in the description or scan the QR code now. Offer only valid for new customers with qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchases. See privateinternetaccess.com/Alex Bale for details. Here's an incomprehensible whore lying dormant 30 kilometers beneath the Mariana Trench.
Private internet access is the best VPN.
So, what exactly is happening when the characters in these movies sing? I'm not talking about when they're performing on stage in front of a crowd. I'm talking about when the characters are in the school hallways or the cafeteria, and suddenly, without any warning or explanation, the entire school breaks out into a highly choreographed musical number and then just moves on from it like nothing ever happened.
Seriously, guys, this summer I gotta make bank.
Like, what's really going on here? Are the characters aware of the fact that they just sang an entire song? Was this an impromptu flash mob that they planned? No, obviously not. We're supposed to assume that these are just fantasy sequences that only we, the audience, can see. Or that's what I originally thought. But then I took a closer look at these musical numbers and I started to notice a very strange pattern. In the first High School Musical, Gabriella is the new girl at school, and the first time she experiences one of these spontaneous musical numbers is in the Stick to the Status Quo song in the cafeteria. Now, Gabriella doesn't enter until about halfway through the song, but she has a very interesting reaction to it.
She sees everyone dancing and singing. Whoa!
Unlike everyone else, Gabriella doesn't join in. Instead, she seems very confused and disoriented by what's going on. She's honestly reacting like how you or I would if we suddenly saw our entire school singing and dancing without any explanation. Okay, but maybe she's just nervous about people staring at her or something. This doesn't necessarily mean she's actually aware of this fantasy song. But this isn't the only time where something like this happens. In High School Musical 2, when Troy starts dancing in Work This Out, look at everyone's initial reaction. For a moment, they're all like, whoa, why the hell are you dancing, Troy? At first, they are confused by the nature of these spontaneous songs before they all magically join in too. And if you still don't think that this is weird, then let me show you one final example that can't be explained away so easily. An example that legitimately creeps me out every time I see it. High School Musical 3 once again has another big cafeteria musical number with Sharpay and Ryan.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Maybe. Can't you see it? Kinda.
And there's initially nothing strange about
I
it.
really
until
miss the two
when
of
the
them
background
acting together.
students suddenly join in on the
They were
song
like my
without
favorite
any
early
explanation.
2000s
Look
Disney
closely
pair.
at Ryan's reaction. It's very easy to miss with Sharpay in front of him, but Ryan is clearly extremely confused by the other students suddenly dancing around him. Unlike the other examples, there is no other possible explanation here. In this moment, Ryan is 100% aware of the fact that he is experiencing an unexplainable, spontaneous musical scene, and he looks deeply disturbed by this. This is a very intentional choice by the filmmakers. They are directly telling us that we should be questioning the logic of these musical scenes, which has some pretty disturbing implications about this world. Now, eventually Ryan does get pulled into the song like everyone else, but look at what happens after the song ends and we come back to reality.
So, Light Hero, you're overthinking it a little bit.
It's ours, right?
They're not talking about the awkwardness of the actors.
Both still posing
the actor
and
was
out of
supposed
breath.
to be
like,
acting
they didn't actually
confused.
sing that entire song. It wasn't just
the
something
actor's
that they
not doing
imagined.
anything
But
they're not
also,
supposed to be doing.
look at Ryan's face.
This person's reading into their way of acting. Like, right now he's acting
He is
confused.
once again
That's not him
very
being a bad
confused
actor.
about what just happened.
He's
before
reading into
moving
him
on like
acting
everything's
as a
normal.
confused
We are
character.
consistently being shown that these big spontaneous musical numbers are actually happening, but it isn't something that the characters are choosing to do. It's like something is taking over their bodies and forcing them to sing and dance, but they only get these rare little moments of awareness and utter terror about what's going on before they're forced to forget about it and move on like nothing ever happened. That's why these movies feel so disturbing to me, and this only gets stranger when we take a look at what happens when characters leave East High.
This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get 0.9.
Sharpay has always been in the spotlight. But to follow her dreams, she'll take on her toughest role yet.
Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure is a spin-off after High School Musical 3 that follows Sharpay moving to New York to pursue her dreams of becoming a Broadway star. But what's strange about this movie is that it's not a musical. I mean, Sharpay does perform some diegetic songs on stage for an audience, but unlike all the other movies in this franchise, this movie has no spontaneous fantasy songs, which is really weird because Sharpay is like the most iconic musical character in this franchise. It almost feels like whatever causes people to spontaneously sing in this universe only exists in East High, or at least in the surrounding area. SNL did this parody sketch with Zac Efron that feels more accurate every time I watch these movies.
High School Musical 4, new senior class!
I'm here to talk about what happens after you leave East High. Here's the deal. No one sings at college. What? People just stared at me. And from what I can tell, this is America's only singing high school.
Remember how in the first High School Musical, Gabriella seemed kind of aware and confused by the spontaneous songs at first? It wasn't just a quick moment for her. She never joined in on Stick to the Status Quo. You probably never realized this, but Gabriella never actually gets a non-diegetic song until 2/3 of the way through the first movie, despite her being one of the two main characters of this musical. What if this is because she's the new girl at school, and whatever's making people sing hasn't fully affected her yet? Now, there are some exceptions where characters still spontaneously sing outside of the school, like in High School Musical 2 when they're in a country club for the summer, but that's still nearby the school in Albuquerque, and they haven't really been there for very long. The main exception to this is at the end of High School Musical 3 when Gabriella briefly goes to Stanford as a part of early enrollment, and she still has a non-diegetic song.
Take my hand, take the lead.
And they make a really big point about how far away Stanford is from East High.
Promise tonight in Albuquerque. It's 1,000 miles away.
So it seems like this would disprove the idea that the songs can only happen near the school, but then I took a closer look at this scene. So Gabriella went to Stanford as a part of an early enrollment and had to miss out on prom at East High, but then Troy decides to also skip prom and instead dance with Gabriella at Stanford. And this is when we get their non-diegetic song. But during the song, they're both briefly transported to East High's prom with all of their friends.
What the fuck?
Now, obviously, this is just supposed to be a fantasy cutaway. They aren't actually back at the school. Stuff like this happens all the time in the musical numbers from these movies. These are all just imaginary fantasy sets. It's kind of like Troy and Gabriella are imagining they're back at East High and are incorporating things from their real-life surroundings into the fantasy. But if that's true, then why can we already see the exact same stone pillar set 30 minutes ago at East High? This was not part of some fantasy scene. They clearly actually built this set at East High. And this was before Gabriella even decided to go to Stanford early. But then why can we see the fantasy pillars backstage? Because in the Stanford song, the East High prom part isn't the fantasy. Stanford is. Gabriella never actually left East High. We are shown time and time again that these spontaneous musical numbers can cause vivid fantasy hallucinations of other places. So I think that whatever's causing Gabriella to break out into song also caused her to hallucinate going to Stanford, when in reality, she never actually left.
You might be ready to say goodbye to East High, but East High's not ready to say goodbye to you.
This honestly makes more sense than Troy being able to drive all the way to Stanford and back in time for the school musical with his piece of shit car that's constantly breaking down in this movie.
I'm pushing! Push harder! And if my truck falls apart because I'm spending all my free time on stage, it's all your fault.
Something at East High is manipulating all of these students, causing them to sing and dance and even hallucinate to the point where they can't even leave. But that brings me to the question that you've probably been waiting for me to answer.
It's a theory.
What
it's
exactly
not him saying
is
all this
causing
is true
all of
and
this?
for real.
Why does this school seem to have this strange power over all of the students? And to be honest, for the first time ever in one of these videos, I don't actually have an answer for you. I have 5. Yes, I have come up with 5 different possible explanations for the strange phenomenon going on at East High. For the first time ever, we are doing an official Alex Bale theory iceberg, and you get to decide which one you like the best. And I'm going to be sharing each of them with you in order from sort of tame and realistic to completely batshit insane, crazy, and stupid. Some of these are going to be a little more in-depth than the others, and some of these are just going to be kind of fucking crazy, so, you know, just mentally prepare yourself for that. Without further ado, starting with the very tip of the iceberg, here is the most boring, tame, believable theory I can come up with. This is all just lazy writing and coincidences, and I'm overthinking little things that actually mean nothing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This one's probably the correct answer. I mean, this is probably the correct answer to all of my theories, but, you know, that's no fun.
But
and
where's
you're
the
not
fun in
watching
that?
a YouTube fan theory for the, you know, the boring, realistic answer. So, you know, let's just move on from this one. I'm not actually counting this as one of the 5.
You hate Alex
I've
Bale,
had this theory
Jorge?
planned for a while, but fucking Danny Gonzalez kind of jokingly beat me to it first. So, I don't know. Go check out his video. It's very funny.
Dunkin' Refreshers. Strawberry dragon fruit. Tropical guava. And mango pineapple.
In 1518 Strasbourg, France, a woman named Frau Trophia walked into the streets and reportedly started silently dancing without any explanation. Soon, other people began to join her, and over the next couple of weeks, hundreds of people all began uncontrollably silently dancing with no explanation or way to stop. Many collapsed from exhaustion, and some even reportedly died from heat stroke. This became known as the Dancing Plague of 1518, and it is believed to be one of the most infamous cases of mass hysteria in history. The leading theory behind why this happened is because of extreme stress from famine and diseases at the time, but mass hysteria is something that still happens in many different forms to this day, even to students in high school.
Could mass hysteria be responsible for dozens of high schoolers' unexplained hiccups?
Health officials say 12 girls from Leroy Junior Senior High School have exhibited similar symptoms.
A doctor treating them says they suffered from conversion disorder, a very real condition resulting from trauma or stress. In the Leroy case,
case, most of the sufferers attend the high school and junior high school there.
So maybe it's as simple as the stress of being in high school and the pressures of conforming to the status quo was enough to cause a mass hysteria at East High that resulted in students spontaneously breaking out into song and dance. I think this is a very plausible explanation for what's happening in these movies, and it really ties in well with the core conflict these characters are facing. And if mass hysteria is this low on my iceberg, then you know these next theories are about to get really weird.
Creme brulee.
The fuck?
Okay, hear me out. I think Zeke is up to something. Zeke is one of the basketball side characters, and his whole thing is that he secretly loves to bake, but no one at school accepts that about him, at least until the end of the first movie.
I bake. What? I love to bake. Strudel, scones, even apple pandowdy.
There's not a ton to his character. He's just kind of the funny food guy. He's always giving people stuff he baked.
I baked these fresh today. I baked you some cookies. Hey, ladies, you guys want a cupcake?
But the one strange thing that I noticed about Zeke is his relationship with Sharpay. So Zeke has a crush on Sharpay, and he tries to ask her out.
Hey, Sharpay. Well, I just thought maybe you could watch me play ball sometime or something.
And she fucking hates him.
I'd rather stick pins in my eyes. Evaporate, tall person!
But then he bakes her some cookies, and she suddenly has a very different reaction.
These cookies are genius! The best things I've ever tasted!
What's he putting in those cookies? Okay, whatever. That's kind of weird, but, you know, it's just a typical Disney Channel gag. But then, by the next movie, Sharpay completely forgets about Zeke and moves on to being obsessed with Troy.
Troy, Sharpay. Sharpay, Troy.
But then Zeke gets a job as a chef, and he's really excited to be working near Sharpay.
Chef Michael's gonna teach me the art of Austrian flake pastry. And Sharpay's gonna be where I work every day.
I think we can assume he's probably giving her food again. And then, at the end of High School Musical 2, she's kind of all over him again.
You had to have, Baxter.
There's potentially a pattern here. Then, in High School Musical 3, there's a deleted scene where Zeke is gonna ask her to prom, and once again, he's planning on bringing her more cookies, but then Jason takes them away, and all of a sudden, he seems kinda nervous.
Yeah, she's gonna listen to me. And listen good.
You got this. Now give me the cookies. You don't need these. Go on, get in there. No, you're empowered. You got these. No.
Zeke seems to really believe that the cookies are necessary to get Sharpay to go to prom with him. And it turns out he doesn't need them, but the very first thing Sharpay says is...
Hey, Sharpay.
Zeke! Cookies?
Huh. Interesting. Also, later, he finds out Jason ate the cookies meant for Sharpay, and he is very concerned.
Where's my cookies? You ate all the cookies? Those were meant for Sharpay, not you.
Those were apparently only for Sharpay, and now he's concerned about Jason, who later, during graduation, jumps on him in a very similar way to Sharpay.
Get the fuck off me.
Those were meant for Sharpay, not you.
So, what exactly is Zeke putting in these cookies? And look, I'd be willing to just call this a weird running gag with some maybe uncomfortable implications, but it's not just Sharpay that Zeke manipulates with his cooking. In the first movie, all the basketball boys sort of trick Troy and Gabriella into breaking up, and later they feel bad about it and decide to confess what they did to Troy.
Gabriella won't even talk to me, and I don't know why.
We do.
But look at what Zeke does first.
I baked these fresh today. You probably want to try one before we tell you the rest.
He gives Troy cookies so that he won't be mad, and it works. Troy is never shown to be even a little upset that they caused his breakup. Zeke's cooking clearly has an effect on people, and he is constantly feeding everyone in these movies.
I'm good for a poolside picnic. What do you say?
Zeke even made desserts.
They're cooling. I'll let you know when they're ready. Now out of my kitchen. Hey, ladies, you guys want a cupcake?
I bet you those cookies that are always left out in Troy's house were made by Zeke. There's even this weird offhand mention from Troy in the first movie about having trouble remembering the previous night.
Do you remember the night before? No, not at all. All I remember is like pink jelly.
And he says the only thing he can remember is pink jelly.
All I remember is like pink jelly.
Which, I don't know, kind of sounds like something Zeke could have made him.
I love to bake. Strudel, scones, even apple pandowdy.
What if Zeke is putting something in the food that's causing all the strange behavior we see at East High? But wait, Why would Zeke want the entire school to be constantly breaking out into song and dance? Well, what do these songs ultimately accomplish? The songs are ways for characters to express their inner truth.
But it
causes Troy to realize he wants to be in the musical.
Why am I feeling so wrong? My head's in the game, but my heart's in the song.
It causes everyone to break out of the status quo and ultimately accept their fellow students for who they are.
But inside I am stirring, something strange is occurring. It's a secret I need to share.
Which allows Zeke to finally be able to be accepted as someone who wants to bake.
We're a jock. Cook up me and creme brulee.
Yes, I think the entire reason for all the craziness going on at East High is because Zeke is drugging people with his cooking to make them more accepting of him as a baker.
Someday I'll make the perfect creme brulee.
I know that this is a really insane idea that has some admittedly uncomfortable implications, but you know, you gotta admit there is a surprising amount of evidence for it. I couldn't not bring it up. Well, at least we know these theories can't possibly get any weirder than this. Okay, wait. Just hear me out. Breaking Bad is a dark, gritty crime drama about a chemistry teacher teaming up with one of his former students to build a ruthless drug empire. High School Musical is a movie for babies about Troy trying to decide whether he wants to play basketball or sing in a musical. These are very different. You could not find two pieces of media more polar opposite than High School Musical and Breaking Bad, apart from maybe Blue's Clues and Law & Order. But what if I told you that they actually exist in the same universe? They both take place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They both came out in the mid to late 2000s, and they both heavily feature a high school. This is sort of a meme that's gone around the internet for a while because of these weird similarities. Even Mr. Matt Pat Film Theory, before he retired from YouTube, tried to make a theory about it.
And you know, as hard as I tried, I couldn't figure out how to prove that High School Musical was in the same universe as Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually the reason why Matt Pat retired. It was just the one theory he could never crack.
Hey, if you can make an airtight connection, let me know, because that would be the best theory ever.
Well, okay, Mr. Game Theory, I accept your challenge. Let's see if we can avenge your death.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Ooh, and Jones brings the heat with a per my last email.
They need to start working together if they want to ace this project.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jones is using it to make her point in a friendly way.
And Miller is taking empathetic out for a spin.
Barely.
And this could be the tiebreak, Bill.
Do you want to
So, with all the strange...
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end off here before I fall asleep, everybody. Light Hero, thank you for being the party pooper of chat. I'll be sure to always keep that in mind every time I see you. Schnozz, we need some body cam footage. We'll probably do that next time we do this. Stupid theory videos. Jorge, shut the fuck up. Both of you, shut the fuck up. I was enjoying myself. Maybe y'all just can't handle me fucking having a good time. Bunch of dumb fucking bitches. Fuck you. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that came by and enjoyed themselves. And I hope you all continue to have a wonderful rest of your days. Weepy, any closing statements?
Do you want me to continue on with this, or am I ending too?
What am I, your fucking boss? I don't give a fuck. Drill. Thank you so much for coming by for the end of stream. I appreciate y'all very, very much.
What's the time stamp on this video? 24 minutes, 43.
There you go.
Okay. If anyone wants to continue watching, I'll still be watching the remainder of the video. So.
Drill, thank you so much for commenting the messages, man. Anytime. Really appreciate your company. Exeter, I will definitely be looking forward to that stream as well. Weepy's channel is called Weepy Guitar 90. Weepy Guitar is one word, space, then 90. He will be live. There he is right there, as a matter of fact.
During this video, I went upstairs and grabbed something to drink. I was thirsty as shit.
Word.
Word indeed, bro. Word indeed. But Schnozz, you have a great rest of your night, Brody.
You too,
Thank
man.
you so much for joining me, and thank you for putting up with my incredible and unique mic and computer issues.
That was my pleasure, dude. Next stream, let's watch a whole bunch of theory videos.
Yes.
And jerk each other off.
Which hand are you using?
I use both hands. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Which hand? The fuck?
Fire away.
I actually use my left foot.
Oh. Impressive. Not many people can do that.
Made some
I can barely get my foot above
bacon
my
sausage eggs. Hell yeah, drill.
Just message held for review. What the hell is fuck Toy Gory?